Hello! I see an uwu. There's Flameblade. There's a whole bunch of people. How'd it go, friendos? I am doing a whole bunch of things at once. This dinner rush won't let me watch live. That's fine, guys. That's fine. So, first thing you might notice is I had to... I cannot play the uwu night cores today. Last stream got flagged super hard. So I'm playing Pelly K's music, and Pelly K has given me explicit permission to play anything I want during live streams, so we should be good. How's it going? How's it going? Hello, hello. How we doing, friendos? So, yeah, we got flagged. It's fine. The actual Slayer's next song did get the stream taken down for a bit, so I had to cut that out of the VOD. But, hey, it is what it is. Copyright. Not the Uwu Nightcore. Yeah. No, it does suck, because I love listening to Nightcore while I work. It just gets me pumped. Like, it just keeps me peppy. Because, like... The whole point of Nightcore is just to be, like, goofy and silly, and we're writing the goofy, silly book, so that does work, you know? Speaking of which, since last weekend, I got a new copy of the book. This is the actual, like, 300 DPI, so just to show you the comparison, you may not be able to see it on this. I'm gonna get real close so you can actually see. But, so this is what I will call the less than stellar printing. It looks a little blurry, maybe. Maybe it doesn't show up on camera that well. But, like, the inside pages, they're not great. I'm just going to tell you that. But I did export the PDF correctly, and I have, like, I think that shows up a lot more vibrant now. And I will get a graphic going here when we get closer. But for the beta test book, I thought this was fine. So this will be closer to what it looks like. And they do have, like, much cleaner pages. Just saying, this does look a lot better now. I'm feeling a lot better about it. Oh, yeah. You probably know which one. We're doing Chaos. Hello. It looks a little blurry, but not the second one less so. Yeah, that's hopefully... Yeah, so this... They came out great. They're looking good. Stay up there. And yeah, so by the time it's ready to go, that was just a quick test print I needed to do just to confirm that all the graphics that I currently, like, have hired look fine, and they do. Now, you guys may have noticed that we hit a new stretch goal. We hit 70,000, which means we're doing an art overhaul of the book, or at least a lot of the things we're doing an art overhaul of. Now, I know a lot of those guys are here in chat, but I will be replacing a lot of the Patreon art, basically the recycled art that I had left over from, like, my Pokemon days. You know what I should do? ADHD moment. Total ADHD moment. But I should probably, like, post that we're going live in my Discords. Give me just a second, because I'm a goofy goober. I am just a goofiest of goobers, and I need to announce that. Doing a look-see at the waifu classes. Come on in, everyone. I should have done that at first. I didn't think to do it. Let me go ahead and do that now, because I was a goofy goober and totally forgot. I'm so bad at self-promotion, guys. Like, it's kind of embarrassing how bad I am at promoting my own work, because it's just not fun for me. I can sell you something easy, but I don't like going, haha, come look at my live stream. It's just, there's very few times where I cringe. That's a cringe for me. I don't like doing that. That feels bad. Incoming flood of people. Yo, that's fine. That's what this is for. I want people to come in. I want to see people to see the crazy stuff that we're doing. I got the notification the moment you said you should post about it. Yeah, I'm just that quick. Just lightning. Just like a lightning. Can't wait to look at the classes and archetypes. What new classes and archetypes are going to be added? We'll go over that in a minute. The colors pop more. Oh, perfect. I'm glad you see that. Let's see. I thought you were talking about the other one, 70K. So yeah, we are, I've got it here in the, I will go ahead and post it. I'll drop it here so you guys can see it. But I do have a bunch of artwork coming in. I will be replacing the very obvious inspiration characters, because one of the reasons this book was even possible is that I have a backlog of 6 years for my Pokemon D&D campaign. The people who know me through the alignment videos and who know me through just the Waifu Handbook alone may not know this, but I've been running the most popular Pokemon D&D campaign on the internet for the last 6 years or so. We're actually in the home stretch. We're almost done. They're finally at the Pokemon League. God, I want it over. And I say that in the best of ways. I just want a satisfying ending to a very long and very epic campaign. But, throughout those years, I paid an artist named Lady Nanaki. She's a VTuber, by the way. You guys might like her. I'll actually go ahead and post her link, Lady Nanaki. She's on Twitch. So she is a VTuber if you ever want to check her out. So yeah, there's a Twitch link right there. She's been doing really good Pokemon-style artwork for the last, like, 6 years or so. And I had so much left over that just wasn't doing anything that I just threw it in the book. And now especially with the Nekomata, it's very obvious that that's an Espeon, and I don't want that there anymore. So Watashi will be replaced, and I actually have Watashi's new artwork. By the way, she will not be known as Watashi in the new book. She will also be getting a new name. That is because I'll be using the proper Watashi once we get next year's book up. So don't look forward to that. That is still going to be a thing. Let me go ahead and pull up the artwork of all the new characters. We could show off, I think we should show off the artwork first. Don't you guys think so? Let's see. There's Watashi. There's, that's Lamia. You know what? I'll keep the Lamia up. Why not? If some of you know the Lamia, some of you don't, I'll keep both of those up. And then I think I got the demonic dragon, and I've got the new Watashi also in sketch layers. I also have the Yuki Onna almost ready to go. Gotta hide the Espeon before Nintendo gets their copyright rifle. Thing is, though, like, they technically, I don't think that, like, even if I published the Nekomata as they are now, I don't think they can hit me. Like, I really don't think so. Because it is transformative in a way that, like, it's definitely not an Espeon anymore. But then again, I'm not going to take that risk. The book, thus far, by the end of the campaign, the book probably will make about, you know, 100 grand. And I don't want Nintendo looking for that, you know? So I'm not... Will it be an equally dumb name as Watashi? Probably. I'm thinking something like she'll call herself Princess Hime. I believe that might actually be like a character in something Witty's Abridged series, but I think that's so funny, I'm gonna keep it. Let's see, will it be equally from the Rune Lords campaign? Yeah. Add a lot of detail. That's not an Espeon. They can't do much. Yeah. Water Sword is fine. I'm not touching Water Sword. I had the water nymph, this girl. I'm not touching her because that's subtle enough. No one like really catches it unless you're really looking for it. But I will commission new artwork of her. But I love the design too much. Also, this girl right here, she's kind of the company mascot at various conventions. Like we have a giant flag when we go to conventions, and that flag has the this character on it. So I don't think I ever want to change her design. I think she's fine as it is. Barely Suicune. Yeah, yeah. So unless you're really looking for it, you won't know. So a cat would absolutely call themselves Princess Hime. Yeah, I think that was something witty. Princess Neko Hime Tetsu. That's an awful name, and I kind of like it. Let's see, where are we at so far? We got 38 people in chat. That's a good amount of people. I think we're about ready to look at the book. I'm just going to give it like another couple minutes while people are going in. Let's see. The other new artwork I do want to show off is we did get the artwork in for the orc maid Dakimakura. Give me a second. Let me find her. She's all over the place. I think she's in... Alright, assets. Kickstarter. Not that one. Not that one. Housewife? I think I found her. Oh, there she is. There she is. Cool. The nymph does look great, to be fair. No, she looks amazing. Kitsu has a better name. The flag has Kiza on it. Yeah. I think I've shown it. Hold on. I, at the very least, have it... Let me see if I can find it. Okay, the current picture does not have them. Give me a second. I'll bring it up. It's a huge file, so it might take a second. Premiere. Tabletop. Logos and assets. Should be under... There it is. The flag. Okay. Oh, boy, it does not like loading that. Tomorrow is the final season of the campaign I'm in. I'm hoping we win the final battle. I've officially fallen in love with Oath of Conquest. Best of luck. There she is. All right, so let's go ahead and... Yeah. Oh, okay, so I bitch and moan a lot about 5e, and especially what Wizards of the Coast has done in the last couple of years. Yeah, we are listening to Peli K. If you missed the early part of the stream, I mentioned that the Night Core got us really dinged last week, and the stream actually got taken down for a bit. So, Peli K, we've worked together before on my first Kickstarter project, of all things, and he has given me explicit permission to play anything he's ever made. So we should be good with Peli K music. In case you don't know who Peli K is, I'm also going to link his channel. Please go subscribe to Peli K. He is a very talented musician. Excellent. So, I have a pretty important West Marches quest starting tomorrow. Best of luck, dude. Alright, let's see. Let's start with... I think we can start with the Dakimakura. We've reached a couple stretch goals, so let's go in order. The first one that we did hit... Oh, no, wait. Actually, the first one we hit are the Lamias. So I do think I should show off the Lamias first. So this is not brand new artwork. This is artwork that Lady Naaki has done with us before. And this will be the Lamias that are featured in the book. I probably will be commissioning some more Lamia artwork, but both of these are recycled from my Rune Lords campaign. This is played by one of the players named Axchin Bastard. And he plays a Lamia named Ranrua. And she's quite an interesting character. Oh, you were complaining about 5e. I did! I was complaining about 5e, wasn't I? So I complain about 5e, but I love what they did with Paladins. I think Paladins have never been better than they are currently in 5e right now. That's what I have to say. Yeah. Will there be a Peli K version of Roll for Waifu? Yes. No, there won't. I probably can't afford him anymore. He gave me a very good deal back in the day. Sorry. 5e is a flawless system as long as you pump enough homebrew and third party into it to fill all the gaps. I mean, like, kinda, yeah. So, yeah, these are we're gonna be using these in the book. And then I also have 2 other subtypes in the work. That is gonna be the Dusa subtype, and I believe the Cobra? Let me get back to you on that one. So I do love this artwork, and Axgen already gave us permission to do it. I've already paid for this artwork a long time ago. I'm just going to reuse it because, honestly, it's just that good. Ranrua gets us demonetized fairly frequently, actually. I do love Ranrua's design. It's quite well put together. Like, I'm trying not to, like, obviously sexy, but, like, this is a good composition of elements. I do like this design. It's very good. Dusa will be very Medusa-esque. It'll probably be, like, the mythical, magical snake. So we're definitely going to go with that. But, yeah. So a Gorgon snake hair version. And I think the way I want to do it is I personally really love ponytails. So I think she'll have her hair slicked back into a ponytail, and the snakes will be like a ponytail with one strand out like that, and that one will have maybe a unique face. Problem is we can't call them Gorgons. No, it's not going to be Gorgons. It's going to be a Dusa Lamia. So, yeah, no, they're going to be called Lamia. I'll need to break down the Cobra concept. Yeah. I can't quite remember all the types we got. I'm sorry. I'm very distracted lately. It looks good without being crude. I think that's what I definitely want to do. You know, obviously I'm a filthy weeb and I'm wearing a Bible Black shirt, so obviously I'm a degenerate, but I like it. I like things to be classy, you know? I like degenerate shit, but I also like it when it's classy. That's kind of what we're going for. I'd love to see a red belly snake version of a Lamia. They have such a beautiful snake. Maybe I'll make that the Medusa one. Hold on. I'm gonna copy what you said, and I'm gonna drop it to the artist. Red-bellied snake Dusa. Red-bellied snake Dusa type. Will elaborate further. Are you gonna... I think instead of... So, I'm thinking when it comes to Dusa Lamias, the way that will work is it'll apply a slow effect, but you could take a feat to empower it to make it more of a turn to stone effect. And there'll be like either a minimum level requirement or some other thing that goes along with that. Red belly black. Red-bellied black snake Dusa type will elaborate further in stream. Alistair, are you in the Waifu Discord? If you're not, it's in the description. Get in there, and we'll get that going. Tie. Okay. Should be good. And oh, by the way, if you're in the Waifu Discord, Kitsu, who's kind of been my champion of beta testing, has already been working on spells. And you know what? That's awesome. I'm really glad we get the Lamias. Yeah. Sorry, red belly black. Red belly black. Okay. Red-bellied black snake type. Okay, yeah, I'll look into it, bud. I promise. Link, it's in the description. Or at least I think it is. Let me double check. Live stream. Ohio. Beta tester. Yeah, it's right there, man. Go right there. You should be good to go. Those are the same thing. Okay. Yeah. Double checking. It looks like people are joining. Yep, I got 2 people in already. Alistair and Abhorrent. You're both in here. Perfect. Just so you know, D&D Monk main here. I hope you give some love to the class that desperately needs some. So, I will elaborate in a minute. Yeah. I personally am not satisfied with my current monk build. I am working with Kitsu to make it better. And I am working with everyone who else is, a lot of people have offered a lot of good suggestions, and we'll get to it when we get to it. But I do want to make monks at least, fun. So, and they are fun, but, you know, I want to make our monks funner. So, I'm going to go ahead and close the Lamias, and then next we have, I believe, the expanded races showing off. Oh, actually, technically I got to show off the Daki. So, new Daki Makara just dropped. It is on the Kickstarter right now. If you are in the Kickstarter, in fact, I will go ahead and show you exactly how to do this. But if you're in the Kickstarter, view project. If you're in the Kickstarter, you'll see down here, way down here, under add-ons, when you go, you can go and adjust your pledge, and you can actually add the Orc Maid Dakimakura to your backing. There currently is no tier to get these Dakis, but I'm just going to let you know, at conventions, I sell the Dakis for $70. If you get it on the Kickstarter, you are getting a $10 discount. So if you want either the Water Nymph or the Orc Maid, get them now during the Kickstarter. He loves muscle mommies. Alright, Kitsu is saying, Way of the Housewife Monk is getting revised, but it's kind of slow process because Monk is sadly kind of janky to work with, and try to walk a line between Monk, Yakuza, and Housewife vibes. It'll rock once finished. I'm confident we'll make it work. So, yes, we want to talk about the breastplate. So, one of the big goals that we hit that I was really excited for is Mythic Paths. So we hit 60,000, which unlocked the Mythic chapter. If you do not know, you might be a 5e only person, it's fine. But in Pathfinder, there's a really cool, not a leveling system, but there's a really cool system called Mythic Paths. They're basically super levels that you put on top of your regular levels. They're designed to turn your character from Aragorn into Hercules. And they are so freaking cool. If you played Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous, they are featured heavily in that game. And so you could be like 8 levels of Paladin, but like 2 levels of ranks or tiers of Archmage. And there's only 10 tiers in a Mythic Path, but they're strong. And they sometimes blend with your thing, and sometimes they're a little janky. They're designed to kind of like fit an idea rather than like a class. So I mentioned you could be a paladin with ranks in Archmage. Like, it's that flexible that that you could do that. I've actually created 2 Mythic Paths before when I did my DBZ book back in December. So let's see. I like them too. It sounds cool. Question: will there be more of an Owlcat mythic, or more like the paper game? Here, I'm gonna actually show you. We're going a little. All right, if you're in a Stuart live stream, just be aware. I have mad ADHD. You're getting me off topic. Someone remind me to pull me back in. But I will show you the book. I will show you the Mythic Paths I've already made. Give me a second. Let me find them. Wrong one. Kickstarter promo PDFs. Mythic Path should be Dragon Ball Mythic Path. Here we are. So this was the Mythic Paths I did for Pathfinder First Edition, and I created 2 Mythic Paths. One was called Paragon, which was like a racial paragon where you unlock your inner bloodline stuff, and that was supposed to represent Super Saiyan 4. Then I have Apotheon, and Apotheon is a Greek word that means ascending to godhood, and Apotheon is designed to emulate Super Saiyan Blue. So, Paragon was meant to unlock your bloodline stuff, and that one is kind of working like the Owlcat Mythic Paths. Like, that's as close as you're gonna get. Frozen Shepherd also said there are 2 constant loading crew streams. Yeah. Sorry. I'm looking at chat now. Conversely, yeah, 5e Monk is a major misstep for the system. One interesting idea I saw someone did is that they completely removed key from the class and made it so you don't pay key for step. That's a neat idea. Anyway, so back to this. So I've already got experience in making Mythic Paths, and I'd like to think Paragon is very well balanced. Apotheon could probably use a second pass, but we've extensively tested both of these pretty well, and I'm getting close to a version that I'm very, very happy with. And when we do our Kickstarter next year, these Mythic Paths will be included for those books. Yeah. Max physical performance versus max soul performance. So, it's closer to, like, if you're... So, the example I use right here is, this is one of the players in one of my GM for Hire games. So, if you're an Asamar, you can unlock your angelic bloodline through Paragon. If you're a Dampier, you can unlock your vampire abilities. If you're a Saiyan, you can unlock your Saiyan ability. Does that make sense? Coldheart, I have an important question. Will the waifu book be available for purchase outside of the Kickstarter? Absolutely. God, ADHD moment, but back to business images. So my wife and I actually have a store. This is not the latest version of the store, but we go to conventions all the time, and we have a personal website, and we also have an Etsy and a Shopify, and we sell stuff on there all the time. They will be available on loadingcrewcrafts.com, and they should be available on Etsy when we get them in. Huh. One of the best DMs I played with had this mechanic called beta in essence. Once you get to level 20, you can prestige back to level 1, keeping all your spells and stats. Not quite like that. Thank you, Coldheart. I appreciate that. So yeah, anyway, the mythic path that we unlocked for the waifu book is called Matron. And Matron will very heavily lean into teamwork and leadership skills. So, like, there's a prestige class that I came up with for Pathfinder that this will heavily buff. It will also heavily come into play with all the classes and subclasses in the book. So it's going to lean into you're married, your partner basically ascends to godhood with you because they're married to you. It's kind of cool. You'll see it. Matron like MILFs? I mean, it would be funnier. It would be so funny to call the Mythic Path MILF. No, we're going to call it Matron. Sorry, we're calling it Matron. No, I cannot. I'm not calling it MILF. As funny as that would be, we're going to keep it Matron. But yeah, so her Okutsuna's mythic form will look like this, and she'll be the avatar character for that. Amazing. All matrons are MILF. They come free with your level 1 Warlock features. Paragon means unlock your bloodline potential. Yes, make it MILF. I'm not making it MILF. MILF would be, yeah, it'd be too far. No mythic milkers. Official name versus real. Listen, y'all can put MILF on your character sheet. A Milfic path. I like that. That's really funny. Matron I'd love to follow, aka MILF. Okay, that's really good. God damn it, when your audience comes up with better jokes than you can, I just feel really stupid. I'm running a mythic matron that has ascended to Harvest Moon Mom, I guess. Fair enough. So, you guys want to see the new races? The new races, new sub-races specifically. But because we unlocked all the artwork, we're going to have example artwork of every sub-race, so that way you guys can look at them. So, for the Nekomata, we have come up with Alley Cat. So in the book, there are two distinctions. There's domestic and feral, but we also decided we should do an outdoor alley cat. We made them very roguelike, and they're very, very cool. So I do like that one a lot. I think that's really awesome. Desna. So after Alley Cat, we've got the Okami, and I've got a bunch of Okami ready. I'm actually most excited for the Okami, if I'm being honest, because we got Hellhound right here, and I told our artist to she combined like the Greek Cerberus look, like very Hades, with essentially a Japanese Oni, and man, she just pulled that off. Look how good that looks. Oh, I told her we want to like tomboy hellhound or bust. We are not doing anything but tomboy hellhound, okay? Like hell yeah, that looks amazing. The eye patch, the essential to every edgy rogue worth her salt, of course. Kind of reminds me of Voxer. Noko told me they were she was a little disappointed because she kind of looks like Sora from Kingdom Hearts, and I'm like, I see it, but I still think she looks really cool. Yeah, I love her so much. I think this is exactly what we need for the waifu book. Like, that is a tomboy waifu. Hell yeah. And I love the gladiator shield too. It's fantastic. Well done. Then we have the Sun Wolf. This is inspired by Amaterasu, like Okami, the video game. And I told them we want a very Shinto priest-looking guy. And I did insist on a guy on this one, because I do want to add more handsome men to the book. People have been asking for a husbando book, and I'm not doing that. Next year will be the Shonen Handbook, and that's going to be a completely different tone, completely different thing, but it will fit in the same universe. But I do want a very, like, powerful and calm-looking male, and I think she nailed it. Like, this is very, very Shinto, and I like that a lot. It's very good. Would make my cohort. A+ for the men. No. Here's the thing. Like, the manliest man in the book is Setsumaru, and he's got 9 levels in waifu. So I don't really care about, like, male-female stuff when it comes to this book. I just want everyone to look good. That's all I care about. And, of course, the name waifu is very, very funny. And so, yeah, that's what we're leaning into. The whole idea of a waifu is that they're cool, but they also, you know, they're your companion. They love you. And I think that's what we should strive for. Can't wait for the shonen book. Respect his floof. Yes. God, he looks so good. I love it. And he's got, like, this head thing going on. I can't unsee Sora. I'm so sorry. I can ask her to take another pass at it, but honestly, I love her too much. She will. I think I told her to give her dark or black skin. So I do want... I mean, y'all know what I'm about. Like, like skin tone. We're getting the dark skin tones in. Don't think we're not. So I do definitely want those. Plus, Greeks are all kind of tan anyway. So yeah. It's all fun and games till the cleric smites you. I'll enjoy new cohorts. I don't know if I'm going to stat out each of these unless we maybe get to... probably if we hit 200,000, which is unlikely, but definitely possible. I have a lot of my friends shouting out this book. Looks a lot like Azala from Fire Emblem. Please keep the Hellhound the way she is. Okay. I like her. I think she should stay. Next, we got the Ghost Wolf. And, okay, so this is me telling Noko, I want a legally distinct Geralt of Rivia to be my Ghost Wolf. And I think she nailed it. I think he looks very, very cool. Again, I want attractive men in the book as well. And when I want men, I do want manly men in the book. I have nothing against femboys. I mean, I will probably add one eventually, but, like, we want the gruff and hairy ones too. I made the joke last week, where's my representation? And I definitely think he's going to look very cool. Very gray, very silver. Yeah, definitely. Just give me level numbers and I'll drop stat blocks. What's going on in the background with Luna? Okay. Oh, you're asking what's happening with... He must be voiced by Henry Cavill. Should be. And then finally, you could grate cheese on him. I'm down. Hell yeah. And then finally, we have our Blink Dog. And I told our artist that This is going to be... So Blink Dogs in D&D settings are very loyal, like, very fey, very... Like, the artwork in the monster manual does not reflect what they are. They're actually very friendly and helpful and all lawful good. So I wanted a big titty, big... Did she have a mole on her boob? She did. Anyway, so I wanted a big titty, big sister Blink Dog. And that's definitely what she delivered. Like, that girl's thick. We got a thick girl. And, head pat the dog. Also, I told her floppy ears. It must be floppy ears. And absolutely nailed the Blink Dog. I told her, big sister type, she should also look like a Japanese fairy. And, yeah, very bouncy hair. So, yes, I was very happy with that one. I was on about the Luna. So, the Luna in the background... All right, yeah, we can talk about this. I don't care. ADHD, take over. So... These are like, my wife sells Dakimakura at conventions. She's the artist who made all of these. And, Nessa is my number one right now. I have an unhealthy obsession with this character. I got her signed by Nessa's voice actor. You can see right there on the uniform. Maybe not. Either way, it's right on the boob. So, Luna's voice actor also signed it. She was also really cool with it. Ino's voice actor also signed it. I'm trying to get a hold of Nagatoro's voice actor. Still can't do it. Think Fey Golden Retrievers, German Shepherds. Yes, thank you. Yes, exactly. Thank you, Kitsu. ADHD, take the wheel. So, Fey Golden Retriever for Blink Dogs. Absolutely. Fey Golden Retrievers. Thank you. God, my ADHD brain cannot think. On the boob, yes. Ideal signature location. Absolutely. There will be Kitsune, as far as I know. They're based on lore, chaotic evil most of the time, so I want you to know. Kitsune, so I've got a Kitsune-like race in the book called Zenko, and actually, I don't know where you heard they're chaotic evil most of the time. They all serve the god of fortune and, like, travel. So they're actually good deities. I'm not sure where you saw that. Could you point me in the direction of that? Have you heard Hell of a Boss won an award? Yes, I'm very happy for Vivzy. She won like a streamy or something? Good for her. I am my group's DM and can promise we will greatly enjoy the waifu book. Thank you so much. I just realized something about the Luna Daki. Let's see. So I didn't have... we didn't have a non-bondage version of that Luna at the time. I could probably get... We do have a regular one that's not tied up. I could probably get her to sign it later. I'm surprised you got Camicat to make a whole song about this book. Actually, okay. I am going to correct that real quick. The song was not created by Camicat. The song was created by Megami33. Camicat was nice enough to do a cover for us and shout out the Kickstarter. You'll notice right here that it says a Kickstarter-sponsored song for the complete waifu handbook. Oh, right. You don't see it. Hold up. So the song was done and created by Megami33. It was covered by Camicat. Now, Camicat did an excellent job, but Megami is the one who did it. I do want to make that very clear. Yeah. Let's see. I didn't realize you could get bondage dockies. Considering my wife is the artist, yeah, I absolutely can. Let's see. Let's see. We should have Tanukis. I am putting a firm stance on we're not adding any more races. I'm sorry. Tamamo no Mae. Oh, yeah. Okay, so yeah, that one did, but the others, yeah. Let's see. Pop culture has made Kitsune into tricksters. Any plan for alien waifus? Maybe in the shonen book for sure. In the shonen book, definitely. Let's see. I didn't realize you can get bondage doggies. Yeah. No. It's fine. No one's mad, by the way. Bro. Cold heart. You're fine. I am not mad. I promise you. I just want to give credit where it's due. Like, Cammy did an amazing video, and I'm glad it's doing well, and it's generated a lot of backers for the Kickstarter. But yeah, no, I like Megami. Megami's the one that put in the work. Yeah. So, 90s space waifus, yes. Funded in half an hour, you're getting close to Critical Role Kickstarter levels. Nowhere close, but I do appreciate that. Critical Role got $1 million in 30 minutes. Boy, that would be nice, but nah, I'm not there yet. Not yet. But yeah, so those are all the Okami and the new Nekomata race. That's funny. I like that, the numbers. Then this is going to be the new Watashi. I think we're going to lean on Princess Hime for the name, but she's definitely similar attitude, similar everything. It's just, I think she's also going to have black and white hair is what we're going to go for. Takanukis might be hard because of the one thing in their folklore. You mean their testicle bags? Yeah, a little bit. Will Stuart be a waifu? Will be a waifu box in the book? Technically, there exists a Stuart Dakimakura. That exists. I don't remember who commissioned it, but we're actually sold out of this quite frequently. We've been meaning to redesign the other side so that it has the redo of healer costume on. But yeah, that's sold out a lot. I remember the response video they released after seeing their numbers. I straight died laughing. Yeah, that exists. So, are you going to be using the new design in the Pathfinder campaign? Probably not. I'll probably use the old one. I was always a fan of San-like characters. Basically, the good scenario, different. Okay, yeah. Why does that remote pose remind me of Pink Panther? Is that Daki official? Yeah. Here, you can go buy it. That's on loadingcrewcrafts.com. There you go. Gives us a reason to restock it. I need a Daki of my Sona one day because I'm cringe. Bro, a Daki of me is this. And I'm not a VTuber, nor am I attractive. Do you know if Megami made that cover of Redo? I'm going to fucking make her. She owes me that Redo of Healer cover. Actually, yeah, I'm going to message her right now. Actually, you know what? I'm going to message her on Twitter. I'm going to... Hold up. Let me get this up. Megami 33. Oh, what? Was I not How was I not following her? Huh. That's weird. I could have sworn. All right, whatever. All right, anyway, post at Megami 33. I need that redo of healer cover, please. And thank you. Heart. Very slutty hearts. I'm actually going to also include hug. There we go. That's pretty slutty. So we're going to post that at Megami 33. And here we go. Send now. Because I'm a filthy degenerate that paid for Twitter. If you would please, go ahead and retweet that. Like that post. Thank you very much. And yeah, we'll get that redo of healer cover going. Continuing that. She owes me that cover. If you want to know why she owes me a cover of redo of healer, is because we have a redo of healer. Let's see, redo. We have a redo of healer pillow on the website, and she was like, "You're not going to sell even one of those." And I said, "Oh yeah, bet. If I sell 10 of these within a month, you owe me a cover, and if I don't, I owe you $100. And she never ever got me my cover, and I sold a lot of these. So there we go. I could have used Stuart's docu design in my short clip I did for... You could. I wonder what Caligula would think of Guts from Berserk. Anyway, moving on. ADHD takeover. Let's see. Don't need that right now. Don't need that. Perfect. Lichen. A pillow based on the yeah. Yes! Do it! Like and retweet! Okay, so moving on. So we do, I did get the Fell or Demonic Dragon sketched up. This is done by Little Noko. This will be the Demonic Dragon. Essentially, the Demonic Dragon will not be a huge change. The way the Divine Dragons will work in the book is that they, their sub-races are based on the stones that they're born with. And Demonic Dragons are essentially like just you could just pick it. You could just do it. Redo is a darker series done right. I say Redo of Healer is mid. Like, it's an okay series. The one thing I do like about Redo of Healer is that it doesn't pull its punches, unlike so Shield, I actually don't like Shield Hero because I think by like episode 4 or 5, like the main conflict, like his whole framing is like handled like very early. Like he wins over the kingdom, like the queen comes in and she rights the wrong that her husband did almost immediately. Like it's not very far into it. It's like episode 6 or something. Redo of Healer, he's still fighting the kingdom. That's why I like Redo of Healer. My wife likes it because she likes the catharsis of someone getting back at their abusers. And of course we watch it together because, you know, brain just go burst sometimes, but yeah. Need Grima Robin's Twin Tails. Oh, dude, Grima Robin's hot. To be honest. Anyway, so that was helpful. Then we have the Yuki Onna. We're also going to be redesigning probably most of the Yurei in the book in terms of just artwork. I think we're going to keep Eerie the Ghost artwork in there, but we're going to be removing the kid that looks like Marshadow. Like I don't think I can have that in the book. Shield Hero became a generic isekai halfway through. I agree. I think it's like if you like Redo, or if you like Redo, if you like Shield Hero, it's fine. It didn't do it for me. But yeah, there's the Yuki Onna, and then let's see. Oh, this is the flag. It is having a hard time loading that flag. Spoopy waifu. Yeah, she designed her to have a blush, and I think that's very cute. So this is the flag that we fly at conventions. And as you can see, the water nymph is kind of our mascot character for the company. And I think that works. Wrath will stay in the book as he is, like fully statted, but his artwork will change. Simply because I don't want to reuse Patreon assets, and I don't want to use the Marshadow look. So he is one of the recycled Pokemon characters, and you can tell. Let's see. Anyway. Nobody's retweeting and liking. Why aren't you liking and retweeting? Where am I at? Cool. I think these are the notes from King Kitsu. Thank you very much. I've been going through these. And I think we're ready. Are we done with all the stretch goals now? Am I actually ready to show you the book that you all came here to look at? Yes! Yes, I am. No. Okay. Back to that. Where are we at? Waifu. Let's go look at the waifu. Where am I? Where's my book? Is that my book? There it is. What conventions do you have yourself going to? For instance, MomoCon in May. I have only gotten into MomoCon one time, and we got in through a friend. I have not been able to get into MomoCon since. But our Our schedule is on our main Discord. I could drop it in the Waifu Discord if you want me to, though. But I would just say go to the Loading Crew Discord. That's fine. Let's see. So let's finally look at the classes. So we've gone through all the races. We've gone all through that stuff. Oh, and I'll be replacing this artwork as well. That, a little too on the nose. That's definitely a Ninetales. All right. So, one class that we had to get rid of. And the funny thing is, too, I thought of this as I made the class, but I cannot legally use Artificer in this book. At least I don't believe I can. Someone's looking into that for me, but I'm not going to risk it. Plus, there's going to be so many other subclasses that we're just going to remove it anyway. But I did create a Artificer subclass called Jewelcrafter. And Jewelcrafter was inspired by World of Warcraft, where, you know, you could craft jewels and slot them into spaces, right? So the main features were tool proficiency, gem slotting, Jewelcrafter spells, bonded bling, gem grenades, and master runesmith. You can on DM's Guild. Can I? Good to know. Bloodhunter is also off the table. Oh, definitely. Bloodhunter's off the table. I'm sure... Here's the thing. Like, I'm sure Matt Mercer would not mind. Like, I'm sure he doesn't care. But I'm not gonna. Like, I'm not even touching that. Artificer isn't OGL for some stupid reason because it's an awesome class. Yeah. It's like the most original class D&D has come up with in a long time. Yeah, no, similar issue. I'm sure. Here's the thing. Like, Matt and I, a long time ago, while he was still with Geek and Sundry, we were in contact through email, and he was originally going to come on for a Pokemon one-shot, back when we were, you know, roughly on the same level. He wasn't as crazy popular as he is now. But, right after we confirmed the game, I even messaged him and said, hey, I can tell my patrons that Matt Mercer's coming on, right? And he went, yeah. And then he bought out Critical Role from Geek and Sundry and then had absolutely no time for me. And I'm not mad at him for that, but that is a funny story. Jewelcrafter could be a secret subclass. Yeah. Ooh, hey, guys, you want to see the new artwork that just dropped? Here's the demonic dragon. That looks so sick. Oh my god. I thought that was a spell book. No, that's a sword and board. Oh my god, look at him. Ooh. That's good. Then here's here's the new Watashi character. Sorry, Princess Hime. Oh, I love her. Oh, look at her. Look at her go. I love her. I love her so much. So that's Princess Hime. That's going to be the Nekomata replacing Watashi. Oh, she's so cute. If you're not willing to touch Bloodhunter, I could make something for free. Go for it. He's doing the edgy hand pose. Yeah, that's such a cool pose. I love it. And then here's the Yuki Onna. Oh my god, look how gorgeous. And she has a blush. I love it. That is perfect. That's exactly what a Yuki Onna from the waifu book should be. Holy shit. Noko! I'm gonna type you mad lass. I love these. Oh my god, she's so good. I'm sorry, this one makes me smile so much. I love the stupid cat. I love her. Oh my god. She's so cute. Does she have a nose ring? No, that's just the triangle. Okay. Okay, this is really cool. Love it. So, let's go back to... Corinne liked it. Let's see. Waifu book. Where's my book? God damn it, where's my book? Stuart, where the fuck is your book? Is that no? There it is. Little Noko. Thank you, Noko. Noko's in chat. There we go. I gotta make her an admin real quick. Add as moderator. Manager. There you go. Thank you, Noko. She looks so smug. The shy character from Rune Factory. Oh man, I want to play Rune Factory so bad, but I barely had time for Stardew Valley, much less Rune Factory. There we go. All right. Sweet. Moving on. Okay, so Jewelcrafter. Anyway, yeah. So, big thing, the Jewelcrafter specializes in magic to enchant and create jewels to slot into items to increase their magic powers. You gain proficiency with jeweler's tools. Obviously. If you already have this proficiency, you gain proficiency with another type of artisan tool of your choice. Then for the spells, so the one thing I wanted to feature with the Jewelcrafter is augmentation and abjuration. So, with abjuration, that's all about buffs and debuffs. Mostly, excuse me, mostly buffs. How would you make a not artificer play as one? AKA name change. I'll just drop it on GM's Guild, guys. That's fine. There's no need. If I could drop it on GM's Guild, I'm just gonna. And I'll put in an ad. Can I put an ad in my GM's Guild to support the Kickstarter? Am I allowed to do that? The gem slotting reminds me of Monster Hunter. It's big in World of Warcraft too. They probably stole it from Monster Hunter, if I'm being honest. So, let's see. Let's see. Jewelcrafter spells. So, you always have certain spells to cast at particular levels, as shown in the Jewelcaster slot tables. These spells count as Artificer spells for you, but don't count against the number of Artificer spells you prepare. So, Mage Armor, Shield, Barkskin, Warding Bond, Beacon of Hope, Crusader's Mantle. I think that's a Paladin. No, that's not. That's a... I want to say that's a Cleric spell, I think. Shadow of Moil, Greater Invisibility, Circle of Power, Swift Quiver. Jewelcrafter sounds like it'd be fun for a pirate game. Ooh, that's really cool. That's a cool idea. Let's see. Gem slotting. You have learned to create magical gems that can store spells. Whenever you finish a long rest, you can use your jeweler's tools to craft a number of enchanted gems equal to your intelligence modifier, minimum 1. You can create additional enchanted gems by expanding a spell slot of first level of higher for each one. So these gems you can just make, you know, after a long rest. You can create additional gems by expanding spell slots. So you can have a lot of gems. I don't think you can have ads on it if it's on GM's Guild. The art reminds me of Peach. It's actually my sprite artist's avatar character. So my sprite artist is a gal named Hikari, and she did all the sprite work for my Pokemon D&D campaign, and that's her femboy character, and they became a great joke, and they became a great character in the campaign, really. So we threw in Hikari's self-insert sorta as like a you know, thanks for doing all the sprite art for us. I can picture some kind of crystal skull adorned with all sorts of gems of power and ion stones. Yeah, so like it's kind of the like think Rin Tosaka from Fate Stay Night. It's very much like that, where you can store spells and gems. Yeah, there's the femboy! Damn it! That's right! We had to remove the femboy now, don't we? Now I'm actually... Damn it! Now... That was my femboy. And... Yeah, okay, no, I'm... Out of pure spite, now I want to put him back in. God damn it. We'll work it out. We'll work it out. Someone who's good at this, like, message me, and we're gonna figure out how to put him back in. Because now I'm annoyed. Like, that, like, everyone wants, you know, everyone wants, like, their waifu in the book, and that was, yeah. Now, we'll make this work. I'm going, what? No, yeah, no, I'm putting him in. Yeah, no, he stays. Include him as a merchant NPC. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. We'll make this work. We'll make this work. A wizard subclass? Ooh. We're gonna make this work. Yeah, I think I'll just scratch it off. Like, or, oh God, how much spite am I willing to do to make a whole nother, like, artificer class just for the fucking waifu book? I don't know. Let me, like, he stays, but, like, we're gonna work this out. Anyway, these gems can store any level 1 abjuration spell that is your artificer spell that requires 1 action to cast. You can insert these gems into any item that is either attuned to you or another creature. So, it's abjuration only in these gems. A creature can activate the spells stored in these gems as a reaction or a bonus action. If the spell requires concentration, the creature must concentrate. Once the spell is used, the gem is destroyed and another gem can be slotted into it. So it's very much like if you have like a wizard's robe, you could slot a gem into it and activate shield as a reaction. A wizard subclass does, yeah, you know what, we might just shove it in there, because fuck it, why not? Yeah. No, I'm keeping my femboy. My femboy stays. Because fuck that. Anyway. I'll see what I can do since I'm making... It's Steven. No. Anyway, 5th level, Bonded Bling. Every creature who has an enchanted gem gains a shared pool of hit points equal to 5 times the number of gems you create. Whenever a creature takes damage, the hit points are instead subtracted from the shared pool of hit points. So essentially, like, this encourages you spending all of your jewels and slotting your party members. That way, you have a boatload of extra hit points just to sit there and burn. That might be too strong, now that I think about it, because now you could just have a huge party. Maybe... No, I don't care. It requires teamwork, and if it requires teamwork, then I'm down. Yeah. Maybe I can limit it to, like, proficiency modifier? Like, up to proficiency modifier? That'll do it, yeah. Anyway. We'll get back to that. Gem grenades. You can empower your damaging spells and turn them into powerful grenade-like weapons. This is the Fate Stay Night ability. By using your jeweler's tools as your spellcasting focus whenever you cast a damage-dealing cantrip, you can throw a gem up to 60 feet that explodes in a 10-foot radius. The damage roll of the cantrip must be acid, fire, necrotic, poison, or cold, and is increased by 1 additional dice equal to what is being used. Oh, okay, so, like, if your cantrip does, like, 3d6, it'll do 4d6. It's OP and similar to the problem that I mentioned when balance checking, yeah. Okay. Maybe not oh, yeah. Well, that... Okay, so the intention is party members, obviously. But it should be... Kuro Neko. Does this book have mana transfer? Bro, you can put that in if you want. That's up to you. I like Frozen Shepherd's idea. Anyway, we'll come back to that. Anyway, Master Ringsmith. Well, anyway, gem grenades make them very strong. Because now you just yeet, like, really powerful cantrips. Yeah. The point. Yeah. Master Ringsmith, any item you create with your replicate magic item infusion can be infused into a ring. Yeah, replicate magic item infusion. That is definitely a artificer thing. A ring created this way always requires attunement. However, if a creature who attunes to this ring is married, it does not count towards the maximum attuned items. Yeah, that will require some reworking, but we'll get that sorted. Ring of Holding, Ring of Alchemy Jug. Y'all are dogging on me. Listen, I told you Artificer wasn't my shtick. Anyway. Barbarian, Path of the Promised. So the idea behind this one is your spiritual journey leads you to a destined matrimony. As you progress, you and your betrothed become closer and eventually become married in body and soul. You could choose to marry a player character or an NPC. We'll fix it. Do you have a copy of this PDF in the Discord? Yes. Under announcements, in the announcements section, the PDF should be in there somewhere. In fact, I'll pin it. I just pinned it. All right. So, Kitsu mentioned they didn't like this one because it does require some RP. I personally still am pretty... Like, I know he put in some suggestions, and I'll come back to it, but, like, mechanically remove the necessity of marriage in favor of more open concepts such as brotherhood, marriage, or parental obligation. I still strongly disagree, because then it kind of defeats the purpose of the waifu book. I'm not certain. I see your point, but I think I want to keep it like this. So yeah, I'll come back to that. At level 3, you're betrothed to marry someone when the time is right. This could be a player character or an NPC, so long as you have seen them within the past week. We'll change that because someone brought up that depending on the setting, a week is not consistent. While raging, your weapon deals an additional 1d6 damage. It increases to 2d6 at level 10. Again, sorry, Kitsu, I have not read this yet. I will come back to this. There, yeah, it says right there. Make the narrative of... Yeah. My recommendation to clarify was opening the RP to open concepts because adding bro code and father-child rate... Yeah, okay, fine. Alright, you've convinced me. I have been influenced. I'm not even sure Exandria has weeks. Well, we're not playing Exandria. We're not... We're playing my setting with my rules. I'm open to changing it. I'm not as... So, the only one I will not budge on is the Paladin. I refuse to budge on the Paladin, but I can budge on this one. I'm not attached to this one. Exandria has weeks. Yeah. Fine. I'm not budging on the Paladin, though. Still not budging on it. Then give us a calendar and we're golden. Here, it was made by this really cool named Greg. Use that. That's fine. Alright, at level 6, you realize you have some... Anyway, I want to live. At level 6, you realize you have someone you want to return home to. While raging, you gain a number of temporary hit points equal to your constitution modifier. When you are reduced to 0 hit points while raging, but not killed outright, you can drop to 1 hit point instead. You can't use this feature again until after a long rest. This is basically the orc feature. Like, this is the orc feature. And I think Hitsu even mentions this. Swap the mechanic out for a small recurring temp HP to the con mod while below half health. Okay, I do see that. Nah, I still say keep it as an orc feature. I'm not anti-waifu, I'm pro-freedom. I encourage the paladin to be a waifu. Okay, fair. All right. Handshake. All right. Kitsu, I'm gonna reach out. Handshake. I'm good. I'm good on that. Yeah. Let's see. At level 10, you get I love you. At level 10, your love for your brother or betrothed has increased your capacity and desire to protect others. While raging, your allies and friends gain all of your resistances. What have you said about that one? Limit this to a 10 to 15 foot radius. Fair. In fact, I think I meant to put that in there. I actually think I meant to put a range limit, But I think I just I janked up on that one. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. Stop. I like the I want to live ability the way it is. I personally think I want to live is good where it is, but we can play test it a few minutes. Personally, I think I want to live the way it is a lot stronger because of the way it is. Like, you could take 1,000 hit points and damage unless death to massive damage exists in 5e, which I don't think it does. I think that'll resist, like, any amount of damage you take. Meanwhile, temporary HP only, like, helps you a little bit. We are soul bonded at level 14. You are happily married and forever soul bonded to your spouse. When raging, you summon their spirit to your side to wrap you in their love and protect you from harm. If you are targeted for an attack, you can use a reaction to force that creature to make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature's attack fails. I believe... let's see. Replace the ability to absorb damage for an ally as a reaction. Give them temp HT equal to your con modifier. Barbarians lack a base DC, and giving them sanctuary-like effects helps to protect them, while swapping it makes the barbarian dependent on having someone they want to protect. Supporting and protecting an ally. Well, I don't know, chat. What do you think of this one? If you take 2 times your max hit point damage, you instantly die. I know it exists in Pathfinder, and I think it exists in both games still, like Pathfinder 1 and 2. I didn't think it existed in 5e, where if you take 50 or more damage, you have to make a save. I exercise. It does exist. Okay, cool. All right. Could be... being able to take a blow for an ally. That's true. We could drop the DC calculation. That's a good point. Adding less text to a book, always a good idea. Okay, I kind of like that idea. Where you could take the damage for him. All right, good call. We'll come back to that. Let's see. This is the Bard one. Yeah. Bard College. Again, 5e is not my game. I think I nailed the concepts, but, like, I am not above admitting 5e is not my game. I am not infallible. I can make mistakes. That's fine. It's still in beta test for a reason. Let's see. Bard, College of Amor, which is basically College of Love. This is the Horny Bard subclass. It is amazing to me that no one has actually done this. So, yeah, it's actually kind of weird. So, countless jokes in universe and out mention the amorous and ever-loving bard, making their way across the multiverse, betting and or befriending everyone in their path. This college understands the power of that skill. So... okay. Special someone. After a long rest, you declare... The delay between you and me right now is insane, by the way. I'm now just seeing that comment. Special someone. After a long rest, you declare a number of people equal to your charisma modifier as your special someone. Your special someone are not necessarily romantic partners. They could be your best friends, close family members, or simply your fascination of the day. Every time you expend one use of your bardic inspiration for one of your special someone, they gain an advantage on the inspiration die roll. So, reading that... Swap charisma modifier for a proficiency bonus. I was actually about to mention that. Fine to me. Okay. Okay. All right, we'll get back to that. All right, reject advances. Yeah. Reject advances. You can reject someone so thoroughly they become so demoralized they won't even attack you. As a reaction, you can expend one of your bardic inspiration to subtract that roll from a creature attacking you. I actually believe that another bardic subclass uses this, or maybe the battle master does. I'm not certain. I'm not even sure what that... Herenegon? What is a Herenegon? Could you clarify that for me? So, this one, I think Battlemaster just straight up uses this. And I think that's fine. Cutting words. It's a Battlemaster parry. Herenegons are battle for... Oh! From Lore Bar. Okay. And a Battlemaster parry. Okay, so you know what? I do think it still works. I think it's fine. So the next one is Comical Misunderstandings. This is a 6th level College of Amor feature. Every time you expend one of your bardic inspiration for one of your special someone, they gain in the impression that your inspirational act meant something completely different for half a second. The confusion is brief and seen as a humorous mistake, unless the player and the GM feel the effect should last longer for role-playing reasons. Heron gone. Got it. I do get it now, yeah. The massive damage roll for 5e on page 273. Oh! Well, what do you know? Sounds good to me. All right, well, cool. All right. So the comical misunderstandings are on a scale of 1 to 10, and it is very, very similar to, I believe, a similar Battlemaster feature, where basically, depending on the roll that you did on your bardic inspiration, they get a buff. So, like, this one grants them a fear effect. This one gives them, like, a rage effect. This one gives them advantage on enchantment saving throws. They gain temporary hit points. They deal poison damage. Blah, blah, blah. Like, this, it just gives them a bunch of different buffs. Comical Misunderstanding is awesome. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I believe it's the Spirit Bard for that one. Yeah. You're right. Yeah, no, it is. Spirit Bard is very, very similar. I came up with a lot of different ones than Spirit... No. No, it's a Druid. Druid has something similar to this. I think. It might be Druid. Let me... I'm not going to get back to you on that one, but I think it's Druid. Meet cute to dimension slip right up to someone. I love randomization tables. Well, okay, so yeah. So I really like this. Kitsu has suggested some changes to make things more clarifying, and I will do those. But the one thing I do think is very, very strong is the final ability is called Harem. Now, he suggested Entourage. I still disagree. I think Harem is funny and within the spirit of the book. But, fine. I like the idea. Basically, your number of special summons increased by your proficiency bonus. So instead of your proficiency bonus, it'll be proficiency bonus plus charisma modifier. And whenever you roll on the comical misunderstanding table, your special someone can decide to take which special bonus they would like to gain, regardless of the roll result. There are also no more misunderstandings between the College of Romance, oops, misspelled that, Bard, and the special someone. Stay with Harem. I just played... Oh, fine. Okay. I just played a Spirit Bard. Okay. Fair enough. Similar to Fey ancestry. Favor is flee, after all, but... Harem is very funny, though. I'm just gonna put a thing that's... No, because, like, here's the thing, too. Like, even special someone indicates that as... Your special someones are not necessarily romantic partners. And that's part of it, man. It's right there. It's not sexual. Harem is just the funny word. I'm sticking to harem. Sorry, no, I'm not budging on that one. It says right there, your special someone is not necessarily a romantic partner. I'm keeping it. No, sorry, not budging on that one. It says right there. I already covered my bases. You just have special someones. And it's funny too, like, maybe, okay, so I am at anime conventions a lot, okay? And at anime conventions, like, it's pretty common to, like, call your friends your harem. Like, it's not, like, super common, but, like, the jokes are made all the time. And personally, I think it's understood. Yeah, I think it's understood. No, it's understood. Yeah, no, I think it works. I am sticking to my guns on this one. Sorry. But thank you for understanding. Let's see. Cool. Let's see. It's all just bromances. That's fine. That's bro, it's your, like, when you buy this book, the game is yours. Go for it. Yep. Next one is cleric domain, Cupid domain. I just thought this was cute. This is basically you're slowly turning into a Cupid, and I just think that's adorable. Agent of love, love language, channel divinity, on wings of rugs, safe. Yeah. Now I'm sure there are swap diplomacy, swap wisdoms. Okay, yep, that's fine. Bonus to hit or damage. Cool. All right, that's fine. Yeah, so we agree on most of it, just some balance changes. Okay, so there are balance changes, but yeah, we agree on most of it. Thank you. A lot of mechanic adjustments. Nope, that's fine. I was just double checking. So, Cupid domain. Love is the language of your religion and your god. Love is what saves and binds us, and through the powers of Cupid, you could spread love to the world. Flan from Disgaea. Yes! Oh my god! Exactly Flan from Disgaea! Bro, I love Disgaea. Flan is hilarious. Yes, exactly. So, you learn a new language of your choice. You also become proficient in longbows and heavy crossbows. You also gain proficiency in persuasion or insight. St. Valentine's. Dungeon Master, the Cupid cleric won't stop shooting me with arrows. Love language. A number of times per day equal to your wisdom modifier, you may gain the benefit of tongues for 10 minutes. No, don't make that joke. At level 17, while using love language, your proficiency bonus is doubled for your diplomacy and insight skills. We gotta adjust the spells. Oh, we do? Which ones? Which ones do we have to change? I didn't realize. Calm emotions. Catnap and enemies abound. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, no, I see it. Yeah, I see it now. Okay. Anyway, moving on. We'll change it. So, Channel Divinity is arrows. At second level, you can use your Channel Divinity to imbue your arrows with magic. When you make an attack roll, you can use your Channel Divinity as a bonus action to imbue the arrow with one of your Cupid domain spells with a bonus to roll equal to your wisdom modifier. That's getting rebalanced. If the attack hits, the arrow does bonus damage equal to your wisdom modifier, and the target is affected by the imbued spell as normal, making any saving throw that would normally be required. If the spell requires a concentration check, you must concentrate. You can make alternatives. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. Yeah, please do, because, again, 5e is not my game. But I think I did a good job. I think I actually did a good job on Cupid domain. 6th level. On Wings of Love, you grow wings of a love god and can fly for a short period of time. As a bonus action, you can grow wings and gain a flying speed equal to your walking speed for 1 minute. You can use this bonus action a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus. You regain all expended uses after a long rest. I mean, you're a Cupid, you get to fly. I've tried bow cleric and it's kind of bad because you never gain extra attack. Does a subclass have something to make up for that? Sacred arrows, I would say. Do you think we should add extra attack? Like, I personally think the imbuing, like, casting... No. Because casting a spell in your arrow is huge. Because you hit them with the arrow and the spell effect. Because that's huge. Especially if you can fly. No, I think that's pretty well balanced. Because you gain the ability to infuse your weapon strikes with divine energy. Once on each of your turns, when you hit a creature with a weapon attack from any bow or crossbow, you can cause the attack to deal extra 1d6 plus your wisdom modifier and additional psychic damage to the target. When you reach level 14, the extra damage increases to 2d8 plus double your wisdom mod. Yeah, no, that's huge. Yeah, no, this is really strong. Because hitting them with any of these spells, which are huge, like, really powerful spells... It gets with Charm and Sleep. Damage first, then the effect goes through. We'll add a thing that says the damage goes off first, then the spell. That's a good point. Yeah, we'll get that in. I mean, the flying is also redundant for Divine Dragon, and I gave this class to the Divine Dragon. So, yeah. Let's see. Love, reserve it for higher levels. Why not Swift Quiver? Can you tell me what Swift Quiver is, please? What's Swift Quiver? Slight nerf on Sacred Arrows. Looking at it. Player's Handbook. Oh, you can use a bonus action to make it 2 attacks with a weapon. Well, no, because you're still casting a spell. What we could do then... 2 ranged attacks is about... We could just replace it then. Why don't we replace Catnap and Enemies Abound with Swift Quiver? Well, no, never mind. Yeah, hold up. I see it. It's a Ranger spell. Oh, Ranger spell. No, that's still good. We can still do that. Can you have heal spells with your arrows? Reasonably. No, I think it's limited to the... It's limited to the spells... in this domain. Bad news. Let's come back to this, but I do think, like, it's 5th level. That's still... It's 5th level. Is it? Yeah, it is. Spell strike like effect for the charms. We'll get this sorted, but yeah, no, I do think this... I think we're close. We're really close. Why can't we not Swift Quiver? SRD. It's in the player's handbook. Oh, the SRD. Really? Is that really how... Okay. You need to concentrate for that? Ew. You know what? We're just gonna fix... You know what? Hold up. When we hit 90,000, we're just going to make a new spell. Fuck it. We're going to make a new spell. We're gonna make a new... We'll fix it. Don't worry. We'll get this sorted. This will be perfect by the time we're done. We got at least a month. Yeah, we got it. No, we're gonna be fine. Okay, yeah, we'll do it. We're gonna hit 9... And if we... You know what? Like... We're probably gonna hit 90... Is it 90,000 or 100,000? Stretch goals. That's at 100,000. I'm going to be honest. We're probably going to hit 100,000. I'm pretty confident. It's fine. It's going to work. We're going to work. Yeah, we got it. Don't worry about it. Love God. You may imbue your arrows with the ability of additional number of times per day equal to your Mizzet modifier without expending a use of Channel Divinity. Targets of arrows roll a disadvantage. Yeah, we got it. And... yeah, that's fine. Yep, we got it. We'll make it work. There's a fundamental flaw that needs to work on, probably a 3rd level spell or 8th level. Yep. Well, we're gonna get... I think this is really cool. I think it works, but we just need to change just a couple things mechanically to make it work in 5th edition. But otherwise, I'm still very happy with it. I'm still very happy. I don't think flavor-wise it needs adjusted at all either, other than, of course, mechanically. But, yeah. Anyway, Druid. This is admittedly the most broken subclass. This is admittedly the most broken subclass. Thanks to personal history, this was a subclass that made me slightly uncomfortable despite my love of Druid, so there's a lot of flavor here. That may be unnecessarily in a... Druid's one of the 3. I still love outside of 30 party. Okay. So, yeah. This one, I wasn't sure how to do this, because Druids in 5e are honestly just kind of bad. I don't like them. Like, I don't like the way they feel. I don't like the way how, like, they're limited. So the way this kind of works is the idea behind it was that you're kind of in a cult. Many Druids circles tend to have the feel of close-knit community. The Druids of the Circle of the Consortium have a desire to make their community as close-knit as possible. So it's very cultish. You join a consortium of Druids who practice free and open love, friendship, or kinship, not necessarily romance. Members of the consortium always know when another member is nearby and always roll with advantage on insight and persuasion checks against them. You have a pool of shared energy with all members of the consortium equal to 1d6 per level of every consortium per level of every consortium member within 120 feet. Every member of the consortium any member of the consortium as a bonus action may choose one member within a range and spend a number of dice equal to half their level within the range. Roll the spent dice and add them together. The target regains a number of hit points equal to the total. The target also gains 1 temporary hit point per die spent. Okay. Really? Really? They're good and fine? Alright, maybe I read it wrong. Maybe I have bias left over. Maybe I have... You know what? Sure. Okay. Not gonna argue. But, like... So, essentially what it does... And you know what? I'm just gonna breeze through it. Because, admittedly... Like, even when I was writing it, I knew it was too powerful. But the idea is... You are like a cult. You're in a cult called the Consortium. Yeah, you're in a cult called the Consortium. Alright, fine. And in the Consortium, you can share spells in between characters. You can invite... See, you may invite a number of additional creatures into the Consortium equal to your proficiency modifier. People invited to the Consortium must consent... and perform a ceremony with you or another member lasting 1 hour and costing 10 gold pieces. Once a member joins the consortium, they are members for life and can communicate with other members speaking a dialect of Druidic exclusive to the consortium. A member of your extended circle may lead the consortium by performing a similar ritual costing 10 GP, and you cannot invite a number other members until after a long rest. Members of the consortium can share spells with each other regardless of class. By expending 1 use of Wild Shape and the appropriate spell level, you may cast a spell known or prepared from another member of the consortium. The creature who prepared or knows the spell you want to cast must also expend their spell slot and use their reaction in order to use that ability. So, for example, Druid is right here, Sorcerer is right over here, Bad Guy is way the fuck over there. The Druid can use Fireball off of the Sorcerer if the Druid expends a Wild Shape and your Sorcerer uses their reaction. Does that make sense? It's very wordy. Is this mechanic supposed to be similar to Hag Covens? Kinda. So if a Nod Druid from your consortium wants to cast one of your prepared Druid spells, they may expend your Wild Shape and spell slot as a reaction. Why stealing if you could share? Members of your extended circle must use expended spell slots appropriate for a Druid level if they choose to cast one of your prepared spells. Yeah, so I know it's strong, but to me, like, the fact that you got to spend so many resources, you got to spend a Wild Shape, and you got to expend spells from both characters. So I personally thought it was decently balanced. But again, I was kind of half prepared going into this class. So I think it does need retooled by someone who knows what the fuck they're doing. But I still love the idea of being able, like, a Druid being like a conduit for your entire party. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I do think it works. It's just, again, it needs retooled from somebody who knows what the hell they're doing. So, whenever you cast... So, Extended Care. Whenever you cast a spell or use an ability to heal a member of the consortium, roll a d8, and you gain bonus equal to the number rolled of the healing spell. You may also remove the charmed or frightened conditions, or remove 1 level of exhaustion. In addition, when you cast a spell within range other than self, the spell can originate from a member of the consortium within 120 feet. Not gonna lie, I can see this comboing with a sorcerer's quicken spell. Whew. To be honest, though, again, if your party members are pulling team combos off of this, like really specific team combos, I think that should be rewarded. Like, the players are, like, investing heavy resources into pulling off these crazy-ass shit, and if the Druid's the one that helps you do it, I personally like that. I like it when it's overpowered, but the team has to invest into it, you know? That's also very Pathfinder. You'd only get 1 reaction for Quicken Spell. We already lost animal companions because Rangers cried. So, I know Kitsu doesn't like the flavor text, and that's fair, because it's very creepy. The flavor text is very culty, and I agree with that. I like the design philosophy, okay. So are we getting chain attacks? Bro, kinda. The other thing I do worry about, and this is me being a Pathfinder elitist, is this too complicated for, like, some, like, Twitter 5e players? You know what I mean? I like the design philosophy. Cool. All right, so we're in agreement that we like the philosophy. Limited by wild shapes. Good idea. Good, okay. It does give value to wild shapes, because when I play a druid, I personally don't like wild shaping, because I'm just not a big animal guy. So I think it does give value to your wild shapes. So to speak to Heckin' Shenanigans, okay. I love you guys. I love you guys so much. You're funny. Okay. So on Share the Love, whenever you use or whenever you gain or use a beneficial spell or buff spell on yourself that requires concentration, you may extend this benefit to a number of team members of the consortium with up to 120 feet, up to your wisdom modifier. Oh, so basically, if you empower yourself with, like, mage armor, you can have other members of the consortium buffed with mage armor. Kinda. Possibly too complicated for Twitter D&D, but they can learn. Okay. It's the Dark Souls of... How many likes does your post have? You mean the, Oh, the Twitter post? 8! Yay! Did she respond? Not. I think she just liked it. I think that's all she did. I can't see the engagement. Oh, view the engagement. Likes. Megami liked it. Yay! Alright, back to this. Alright, Alright, fine. Bark skin. There. If a member of the consortium within 120 feet is about to receive an attack that will reduce them to 0 hit points, you can use a reaction to teleport them to your location adjacent to you. Once you use this feature, you can't use it again until after a long rest. I think that is actually, like, already an ability for another class. So I think that's fine. That's fine with me. Alright. We have been going for 1 hour and 44 minutes. I'm going to start breezing through these, okay? We're going to start really going through them. Now, I think... let's see. Okay, and then the rest are just... Cool. The rest are just balanced things. All right, cool, cool. So, anyway, Battle Bride. Give you something to work with. I don't think I actually gave them any circle spells. Did I give them circle spells? I don't think I did. Oh, shit. Did I not just... Oh, I forgot to give them spells. No, because shared spells... No, because they have shared spells. So they don't have circle spells. Alright. Battle Bride. So Battle Bride was inspired by Fire Emblem. So Battle Bride was inspired by Fire Emblem. It's as if... The idea behind it was as if you... combined the bride class from Fire Emblem with Battle Master from 5e. So that is one of my male characters. I think that is the coolest, most masculine looking dress we could have put him in. I love it. Yes. So the Battle Bride has a bunch of things. They have bridal skills, battle dress, and rally. For the bridal skills, so you have learned that armor does not do more than just protect your body. Your armor is a symbol and a signal to your friends that there is hope, especially for you to remind them that there is someone worth fighting for. At 3rd level, when you choose this archetype at 3rd level, you gain proficiency in one of the following skills: intimidation, performance, persuasion, or religion. Alternatively, you can learn one language of your choice. If you become married, you become proficiency in a 2nd skill listed above, and you also learn a language that your spouse speaks of your choice. I actually think, I would wear this dress. I'm not joking. I would wear that dress. That looks awesome. The ruby battle skirt. Love it. So, I don't know if you had a problem with, You didn't. I'm glad. No, yeah. So the one thing I do, I will fight until I'm blue in the face. If you become married, you gain a second proficiency and another language. I strongly think that is a part of the class that needs to stay. And I think I'll keep, like, that needs to stay. So with the battle dress, you obtain a battle dress which is considered light armor. Your dress is 10 plus your dexterity modifier while wearing the dress. I put that it goes up by 2 every time. And he changed it to proficiency modifier plus dex mod. And I think that's fine. That works for me. That balances out pretty good. Rally. Your presence in battle dress reminds your friends and allies of simpler times and serves as a symbol of hope. And it works a lot like a battle master's maneuvers, where you get a die and you can do all the sort of things with the dice. It also levels up as you level up. So you have 2 rally dice, which are d4s. A rally dice is expended when you use it. You regain all of your rally dice when you finish a short or long rest. You gain another one at these levels. They also increase in size. Your saving throw, your proficiency bonus is equal to your strength, dex, or charisma. I think Kitsu suggested dex or charisma. Make it a charisma subclass, which is interesting, considering I don't know, but yeah, let's try it. Let's try it. Cool. So rallies are in alphabetical order. Advanced, as an action, you can expend 1 rally dice to command all of your allies to take within 60 feet to take 1 move action up to their movement speed, ignoring movement penalties. Assault, as an action, you can expend 1 rally dice to command all of your allies within 60 feet to attack with all their might for until the end of your next round, I think is what I meant to say. All affected allies gain a bonus to attack and damage equal to your rally dice. Just charisma, because fighters can already invest better than other classes. Okay, yeah. All right, no, everyone agrees. All right, cool. I'm down with it. Okay, question. If they take Battle Bride, should we let them change one of their saving throws to charisma? Like, genuine question. If they take that, should we let them change their saving throw? Or add it, even. Let me know what you think of that. Blessing. When you attack as a bonus action, you can spend 1 rally dice to increase the DC of all allies within 15 feet by a rally die. This bonus lasts until the end of your turn. I just realized how fucking strong that is. Let me know if that's too much. Bonds we share. As an action, you can expend 1 rally dice to restore a number of hit points to all allies within 60 feet. Half proficiency to charisma. Yes, if they're married. Based. Bride's charm. It would be balanced. Full proficiency later. I like that. You know what? That's really fucking cool. Add it. Yeah. All right. Kitsu, add it to the list, please. If they're married, they... No. So when they take it, they get half proficiency. Or... We could make it a rally. Or one of the flowers. Put it on the list. Just put it on the list somewhere. We'll work it out. We'll work it. Let's see. Bonds we share, recovering hit points, Bride's charm. Whenever your ally attempts a charisma check as a reaction, you can expend 1 rally die to add that to the check. Bride's luck. As a reaction, you can expend 1 of your rally dice to increase an ally's saving throw by the number rolled. Candlelight. As an action, you can expend 1 rally die to cause all enemies within 60 feet to roll a wisdom saving throw. All enemies that fail cannot use reactions for a number of rounds equal to your proficiency bonus. That is straight up a Fire Emblem ability. And I still love it. Yep. Make it part of the battle dress. Okay. Ooh, they get it if they're wearing the battle dress? Yes! Absolutely. Yep. I love it. I love it. Fantastic. Declare enemy. As an action, you can expend 1 rally die to declare 1 teacher to be your mortal enemy of you and all of your enemies within 60 feet. Any attack made against by your allies against the creature has advantage. This effect lasts 1 minute. That, yep, really strong. Demoiselle, as a reaction, all allies within 60 feet gain resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, slashing attacks. This resistance lasts until the end of your next turn. And, because I am a filthy Team 4-star degenerate fan, dodge! Whenever an ally makes a dexterity saving throw as a reaction, you can expend and roll 1 rally die to add that result to their save. If they succeed against a spell or effect that would deal damage, such as Fireball or a Dragon's Breath attack, they instead take no damage. I would like to preemptively... Did you send me memes? Did you make me stream memes? Okay. Okay. Alright, that's fair. Piccolo is my favorite battle bride. Battle Bride. Dual support. When an ally within 5 feet makes an attack, you can expend 1 rally die in order to give the ally advantage and a bonus equal to your rally die. Give me 2 seconds. I need... Can you guys give me 2 seconds to grab another water? I'm sorry. I've been talking a lot. You know what? No, it's, yeah, give me... You know what? Hold up. I got it. I got it. I'm gonna play... We're gonna play this. You guys behave. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Hold up. Be right back.
Your quest's begun and you're up on your own. But don't despair, 'cause you are not alone. Let's prepare, 'cause the waifus have arrived. A trusty partner, always right by your side, fighting for justice goals, or 'cause you're just a cute guy with all their heart. They'll love you until the day that you die. Let's roll your own chosen waifu. Let's go on adventures and dates too. Come on, we can camp out after fight, cook our meals and snuggle through the night. Let's roll, 'cause our future's before us. Let's go on the friendships we can trust. I know there's nothing we can
This
do
is,
to
just letting you know,
we make
this is
a
a
great
reverse
team.
5-hour
Just
energy. This
you
is a
and
calm me down.
Make all
This
of
is not,
our dreams come true.
Not taking anything I listed on screen. No worries. Okay.
Class and stats
This will also help me
already
focus.
think you're set.
This keeps my ADHD in check.
Something else you don't have yet. A trusty waifu that's always by your side. A brand new handbook, the complete waifu guide for RPG champs or newbies. So now take a look inside, a funny new way for you to play and have a good time. Check out our 7 new races, cool feats based on anime inspirations. Explore plenty of new locations, camping, cooking, there's so much to do. So why not support our Kickstarter? Discounts and rewards for providers. You won't want to miss
Okay.
out on the fun and hey, check out our goals for what's in store. New stuff we can add.
Ah, man, Corinne frickin' nailed that song. That's so good. That's such a good song. All right, here we go. Pelican, come back. Okay. JoJo song. All right, cool. Back to this. So, dual support, got that. Faith and Comrades. Kafagrigus, yeah, that needs to be replaced. Faith and Comrades. You can inspire comrades nearby by giving them the use of their abilities once again. As an action, you can expend 1 rally dice and choose a number of allies within 15 feet equal to your proficiency bonus. Those allies gain use of one of their abilities if they took a short or long rest. Once you use this rally, you must finish a long rest before you can use it again. This ability cannot be regained through other Battle Bride's Faith and Comrades ability. Okay, I realized what the fuck this was supposed to be. So, I think this was inspired by the Dancer's ability in Fire Emblem? Maybe? This one's really strong. That might need nerfed. That might need nerfed. So, first bite. When you make an attack as a bonus action, you can spend 1 rally dice to increase all saving throws of allies within 15 feet by your rally dice. Oh, okay. Interesting. I forget half of my fucking abilities. Huh, I didn't know I added that. Man, I'm so smart. Glare. As an action, you can expend 1 rally dice to make a gaze attack. I'm black. What class is this one? Oh, I'm back. I think you meant I'm back. It's the Battle Bride. It can refill an action surge. Oh, yeah. 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 Require 2 rally dice. Ooh, that's a good one. I do like that. That's really strong, actually. Okay. As an action, you can spend 1 rally dice to make a gaze attack. Each creature within a 15-foot cone must make a wisdom saving throw. A creature gains the following conditions based on your rally die on a failed saving throw for a number of rounds equal to your proficiency bonus. You must concentrate in order to maintain these effects. I had one big change because it's part of what makes the class too busy. Ah, okay. I remove glare or change it, but it's so cool. We could put this in the housewife stare, for the housewife one. I might have changed that. So yeah. So this one gives them a debuff. Creature, like, and it's a pretty good debuff. Like, gains them disadvantage on saving throws, charm. No, remove glare. Don't remove glare. Yeah. Speed is, yeah. So basically it does a whole bunch of random stuff. I like that one. Guidance. As an action, you can spend 1 rally die in order to teleport a number of allies equal to your proficiency bonus within 60 feet to an adjacent space next to you. Harsh command. Whenever an ally gains disadvantage within 60 feet, you can use a reaction to expend 1 rally dice in order to allow them to gain advantage instead. Horse Whisper. As an action, you can expend 1 of your rally dice in order to double the movement speed of you and all other allies that are mounted. Everyone under this effect gains a bonus to their first attack equal to your rally die roll. This effect lasts for a number of rounds equal to your proficiency bonus. I mean... Lance Fair. When an ally within 60 feet strikes an opponent, as a reaction, you can expend 1 rally die in order to increase the damage dealt by the... Whenever an ally within 60 feet strikes, as a reaction, increase the damage dealt by twice the rally die roll. Oh, okay, yeah, no, that's really cool. Again, I forget half of these abilities. I made this like 4 months ago. Jesus. Reconcile. You reassure an ally that things are going to be okay. As an action, you can expend 1 rally die in order to restore hit points equal to your second wind ability plus your rally die. Rejection. As an action, you can expend 1 rally die to attack a larger or smaller creature with a shove attack. The creature must make a strength saving throw on a number square. Yeah. Resistance. As an action, you can expend 1 rally die in order to give all allies within 15 feet resistance to 1 type of damage of your choice, including acid, blah, 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 blah. It'll last for 1 minute, and you must concentrate. It makes it look really big. To be honest, I think it could be moved. We could move Glare to, like, Way of the Housewife. Because Way of the Housewife, I don't think got enough love. I also, again, don't really understand monks in 5e. So, that's fine. Rouse. Whenever you or your allies roll initiative, you can expend and roll your rally die and increase the initiative of all allies within 60 feet by the result. Let's lower you. You are... Pally K, you are loud, my boy. Remove or simplify. My name means black cat. That's fair, dude. Got no problem. The housewife could use the glare. Yeah. All right, we'll move the glare to the housewife. I think that's actually a really good idea. All right, sacrifice. As an action, you can expend and roll your rally die in order to heal a creature by touching them. You may reduce your hit points by any amount in order to heal the other creature by the same amount. This rally cannot reduce you below 1 hit point. I love this one. Uh-oh. All right. Whenever you're at, Surge of Inspiration, whenever your ally attacks the target, as a reaction, you may expend a rally die and Action Surge in order to give the ally an additional action on their turn. Add your rally die to their next die roll. Wedding Bells, as an action, you may expend 1 rally die to teleport an ally within 120 feet of you to any space adjacent to you. If this ally is your spouse, you may spend a reaction or a bonus action instead. That's just a funny ability. I'm so fucking funny. Oh, and then finally, Bridal Roses. I actually really love this feature. So Bridal Roses, after every long rest, you adorn your battle dress with different flowers. You can adorn your dress with one type of flower from the flowers described below. So these are the bridal flowers. And you can have black, blue, dragon, green, ivory, lavender, nettles, orange, peach, pink, red, yellow, or white. So, if you get red, you actually recommended a very strong redo on that one. What was it's not red, it's black. So black, what did you suggest? Once per long rest, when you make a death saving throw at the start of your turn, instead immediately stabilize. Yeah, we'll do that. Yep. We can become Tuxedo Max. I like the bridal flowers. Yeah. Blue, after once per long rest, you make a dexterity, stealth, or wisdom, or charisma. And you may add that, yeah. Once per dragon roses, once per long rest. If you make an attack against the target they are resistant to, you may spend a bonus action to treat the target as if they are not resistant to that type of damage. Green roses, once per long rest, you may ignore rough terrain for 1 minute. Ivory, once per long rest, you may gain advantage on one of your dexterity, wisdom, or charisma saving throws. Lavender, once per long rest, if you are charmed, you may end that condition. Nettles, whenever you are damaged by a melee attack, the attacker takes 1 piercing damage. This damage increases to 3 piercing damage if they are grappling you. Yep. Real or in high school host club with those. Yeah. Orange, once per long rest, you may double your movement speed for 1 minute. Peach. Do I actually need to get these flowers and keep them healthy, or do they just magically appear? You just kind of make them. Like, they just kind of appear. You don't need to, like, create them or anything. Your DM could say you buy them. Yeah, it's a class feature. Once per long rest, whenever an ally heals you or places a beneficial effect on you, you may roll 1 rally die. That ally may then add the result once to whatever dice they roll. Oh, yeah. Yep. Once per pink, once per long rest, you may gain advantage on one of your strength, constitution, or intelligence saving throws. Red, once per long rest, if you are within 30 feet of your spouse, both you and your spouse may gain advantage on any roll. I love that. Yellow, once per long rest, if you are frightened, you may end that condition. White, once per long rest, if you are poisoned or take poison damage, you may nullify that poison or poison damage. Thank you, anime fan. Kill a Kill. Binged over the course of slow points at work for the last 2 days. Both waifu songs. Just listened to. Now I watch the stream from start at ×2 speed. Well, see you soon, anime fan. Bouquet of Roses at level 10. You can increase the number of bridal roses on your dress to 3. So you can have 3 of these buffs. 15, bouquet toss. After a long rest, you may perform a ceremony with as many allies as you wish, minimum 2, which lasts for 1 minute. You toss the bouquet of whatever bridal roses you made to all allies participating. Your allies make an ability score check with their highest ability score. The ally that rolls the highest catches the bouquet and also gains the benefit of your bridal flowers until the next long rest. I love this one. This is so stupid. This is dumb. This is so dumb, and I love it because oh no, it's the woo. Good evening, Sketch. Nice to see you. And then Gale Strike. At this point, I agree about the busyness of the class. Bridal roses and bouquet of roses could be one feature. I disagree, because bridal roses means you get 1. Bouquet, you get 3. Bouquet toss, yeah, bouquet toss, that lets you give it to your allies. And Gale Strike, if you reduce an enemy to 0 HP, you gain the benefit of Action Surge. This does not use one of your Action Surges. This ability can be used again after a long rest. Thank you. That's such a All right, so I will concede it is a busy class. We can move some of it. And yeah, Gale Strike is straight up a Fire Emblem ability. Okay. So real quick, I'm going to read what he says. Make housewife weapons weaker and a passive benefit akin to your... You may treat you kicks as an improved monk. The monk weapons deals you could hear roll. Okay. Okay, cool. Not a problem. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. No, I'm very happy with Battle Bride. I think Battle Bride works really well. Well, if I do make it a 10th level feature, then it does, like, cut down on the features. You don't get, like, a whole nother big thing. You just get it, you know? Alright, Monk, Way of the Housewife, based off of Way of the House Husband, the Yakuza-inspired, web manga. So a housewife does more than just keep heart and home. It's the duty of the housewife to keep the home safe and protected. You take this duty extremely seriously. Fair enough. Have you play tested this? I have done some basic, like, combat play tests, but not extensive. Again, 5e is not my game. This is why we're beta testing. Way of the Housewife, no Izumi Curtis references. I will be changing this artwork. Don't worry about that. Probably to an actual housewife, or I'll make it one of my male Nekomata. Way of the Housewife is serious. Let's see. One thing I do. One thing I want to compliment, I like how this book is trying to balance between the martials and the casters. This is one where I partially refuse to help reflavor it because I refuse to de-Yakuzize it. Thank you. So, like, again, the whole spirit of the book is teamwork. I think if party members have to work together to get overpowered abilities, that's exactly what the game should be. And again, it's the Waifu Handbook, where the whole thing is about marriage and relationships. Yeah, like, no fucking shit, right? Yeah. So housewife skills, the way of the housewife series business, taking care of the home is blah, 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 blah. When you choose this tradition at 3rd level, you gain proficiency with the intimidation skill if you don't already have it. You also gain proficiency with calligrapher's supplies or cook utensils if you don't already have it. Kitsu has suggested making this an improvised monk weapon. I agree entirely with that, and we'll add it later. Housewife art. You learn a unique martial art that is both deadly and domestically practical. You may use your key in order to perform a new set of actions. Housewife Fu, you can spend 1 key point to gain advantage on a single skill check for 10 minutes. Whenever you perform the skill whenever you perform a skill while this ability is active, you may use a bonus action to make an attack. Use another skill or a move action. Housewife weapons, which changing that, you can, instead of using a key point, you can make an attack using calligrapher's supplies or cook's utensils as a weapon for all your attacks this round. You gain advantage on the attack and an additional 1d4 to your damage roll. Additionally, you may throw your weapon as a single ranged attack. Alright, anime fan. At anime fan, she will remain the same in Rune Lords because lol. No, out of curiosity, because I'm sensing all these are based off of anime tropes or generally lovey-dovey themed. What is the inspiration fantasy of the Circle of the Consortium? So that gonna be very, very careful with how I say this. Essentially, Circle of the Consortium is you enter a love cult. You are in an open polyamorous group, which me personally, not wild about. It is a bit of an open secret that the wife and I have girlfriends once in a while, but it doesn't work out. It doesn't work out most of the time. I will let people know that, like, in terms of the fantasy there, just think of it as a magical cult that are open. Yeah. Yeah. Not Band of the Hulk. No, definitely not. So, yeah, it is what it is. That was the closest I got to that because I did want to, while it's not my job to represent every type of love, I did actively try. Listen to the Cult of Dionysus song. Yeah! Actually, when I was writing that class, I was listening to the Cult of Dionysus. God damn it. Yeah. Yeah, I should have mentioned that. I totally forgot. I openly offered reflavoring the idea. Listen, again, we'll come back to it. I do want to keep personal experiences out of it as much as I can. But, yeah. It's... A couple of my friends are poly, and they loved the idea of the Circle of the Consortium. The sharing of spells is equivalent exchange. Ooh, that's an interesting idea. Anyway, I'm going to move on while we're talking. Housewife Stare. Yep. Housewife Stare, you may use your stunning strike as a gaze attack. Instead of using a melee attack as an action, you may stare a creature up to 60 feet from you. The creature must make a Constitution saving throw or be stunned. So basically, what we'll do is I will let... you could use Stunning Strike in order to do the stare, and then I'll move the Battle Bride Stare into Housewife Stare. I love the Consortium. It's a fun change of pace. All right, well, hell yeah, I appreciate it. Let's see. Out of my way, by spending 1 key point, you may make a move action up to your walking speed. You may attack a number of creatures on your movement equal to the number of attacks you can perform in a single action. Each creature successfully attacked must make a strength saving throw, or be pushed 5 feet, or be knocked prone. This ability does not provoke opportunity attacks. So this is the, like, housewife charging through the mall to grab a good deal. That was the joke I was going for. I think Circle of the Consortium is among my favorite ideas. It just feels slightly off. I do think we can fix it. I think we can make it work. I really do believe in it. I think it's a very cool idea. And again, I love the idea of teamwork. Next one, Path to the Heart. At level 17, your unarmed strikes are immensely deadly weapons. Upon rolling a natural 20, you may spend 5 key points to treat your attack as a vorpal weapon. The attacked creature loses their head or a vital organ essential to their survival. A creature is immune to this effect if it is immune to slashing, piercing, or bludgeoning damage, and it doesn't need a head or has legendary actions, or the DM decides that it just doesn't work. Such a creature instead takes 68 slashing, piercing, or bludgeoning damage. Your choice. She has coupons, run! Oh, that was the only flavor. Oh, so you really... Vorpal Punch, yeah. Well, also, the name Path to the Heart, like 5-point exploding palm technique, that's awesome. Or, you know, you punch them and then pull out their heart. Like, that's really cool. I'm surprised that's not a thing. In 3.5... I was thinking get out of my way as a mom running full sprint trying to get to their kid. Ooh, true. Thank you. Okay, yeah. So, yeah. I'm actually surprised that, like, this hasn't been implemented. In 3.5, there was a supplement book for vampires that came out, and one of the enchantments was called Heart Piercer, which was basically a vorpal weapon for piercing. Like, if you rolled a nat 20, you stab their heart. Like, that's fucking rad. Way of the Open Hand? Yeah, no. Thank you. Perfect for... Because low-key neutered. It takes 2 rounds. Really? Interesting. Okay. I'm keeping it. And then we'll just move, Battle Bride Stair to the Housewife Stair. Perfect. All right. I'm glad you like that, because I'll be honest, I wasn't confident in that one at all. Thank you. Sounds good to me. My personal favorite class, well, maybe not my personal favorite, but one of my favorite classes is Paladin Oath of Matrimony. Again, I love 5e Paladins. I think that is the one thing that 5e has done better than any other system, was give Paladins very, very good changes. And with the Oath of Matrimony, you take the 3 tenets of which a paladin who takes the Oath of Matrimony becomes married. The exact tenets of the Oath of Matrimony vary by the couple, but all the tenets revolve around the loyalty between the couple. Live. The couple agree to share their lives together in sickness and in health. The couple care for each other. Laugh. Life is fun, especially with your spouse. Share in your happiness and you will be fulfilled. Love. Your spouse is part of you. Love them as you should love yourself. I'm not confident in the Way of the Heart thematics, but its mechanical help. Okay, fair enough. Live, laugh, love. Yes, as soon as I figured out that I could sneak that fucking cringe-ass saying in here, I went for it. I love that shit. Give me this cringy shit all the time. Those last subclass features can be dumb because every cleric gets to call up a god and make them do... Okay. And plus, Kitsu actually pointed this out, that, now, he's got a couple things, here. I'm not going to read them again, because at the moment, we have been going for 2.5 hours, and I do want to go to bed eventually. So, I do want to, I'm just going to kind of blast through these, and I'll read Kitsu's rebalances later. But, let's see, many paladins have he did point out that this does give a lot of humanity to paladins. And, yeah, I agree. Many paladins have the desire to destroy demons and those that have wronged them, or evildoers in general. Your desire is to protect your marriage and your family. Mostly just balance fixes. Got it. Oath spells. You get oath spells, blah, blah, blah. Channel Divinity. When you take this oath at 3rd level, you gain the following 2 divinity options. See Sacred Oath, blah, blah, blah. Provider's Vow. As a bonus action, you can use your Channel Divinity to augment your actions. For the next 10 minutes, you gain a bonus on all skill checks equal to your Charisma modifier. If you're, I think they changed that to proficiency. If your spouse is within 30 feet of you, you gain advantage on any single roll of your choice for the duration of this ability. I adore this because it's so much better to see a paladin and not a BS paragon. I still love the BS paragons, but this is very cute. And again, the book is all about being cute. Supporter's Vow. As an action, you present your holy marriage symbol using your channel divinity. All allies within 30 feet gain an AC bonus on attack and a bonus to attack rolls equal to half your proficiency bonus. Your spouse gains an additional bonus equal to your charisma modifier. I think there is a balance change there. I'm going to skip it. Fine, I'll read it. Move to level 7. Okay. All right, that's fine. That's fine. I love the depictions of paladins of other classes becoming protectors. Thank you. Aura of Love. Your love shields you. He might have said change this to 7th level. That's fine. That may be a typo. Yeah. Yep. That's a mistake. 7th. Yep. Your love shields you, your spouse, and your friends from harm. You and any creature of your choice within 10 feet gain a bonus to all of their saving throws equal half to your charisma modifier. Your spouse gains a bonus equal to your 4 charisma modifier. At level 18, this range of this aura increases to 30 feet. Fury of the Protector. If any ally under the benefit of Supporter's Vow is affected by a spell or attack from an enemy, as a reaction, you may move up to your walking speed and make a single weapon attack against the attacker. If the affected ally is your spouse, you may move double your walking speed and gain advantage on the attack and the damage roll. Okay, fair enough. Guardian Angel. At level 20, as an action, you can summon an avatar of your spouse's love. You manifest a holy construct that takes the shape of your spouse to assist you for 1 minute. This holy construct has the same statistics as yourself. However, if your spouse is a 20th level character, you may copy their statistics, but he also said make them have 1 HP. I'm glad... Okay, Kuro, I'm glad you brought that up. I have extensively tested, mechanically, polygamy in terms of Oath of Matrimony. Unfortunately, it will not work. Polygamy is too powerful for this book, and it has to be only for monogamy. However, the matron Mythic Path, when it comes out, will break that limitation. There will be an ability called either polygamy or something like that, where you can have multiple spouses and the bonuses apply to all of them. Double Paladin Aura is probably the most paladin. Really? Okay. Fair enough. And to be, Kitsu actually did address it. Mythic polyamory. Technically, I don't want to be that guy. Technically, it is polygamy. Polyamory is when you have an open whatever. Polygamy is when you have multiple spouses. And I do like that distinction. Yeah. Polyamory is different. So, okay. Aside from Way of the Housewife, Ranger Bonded Pair was the one I think is the worst. And he, yeah. So Kitsu has extensively redone this one. In fact, you know what? We're going to come back next week when I have a chance to read Kitsu's notes, because I'm not at all happy with Bonded Pair. In fact, I think it's bad. I think it's very bad, and I'm almost embarrassed to put it out. So we'll come back to Bonded Pair next week. So, yeah, we'll come back to that again. I'm salty they took away the Druid's animal companion. This one I agree greatly. It's clanky. Yeah, no. Yeah, no, it's just bad. I think Kitsu is practicing working on a pack leader one, which I think is fine. I personally love the name of Bonded Pair, more. But if we had to go with pack leader, I'm fine with that. Yeah, don't worry. We're coming back with that one. All right, for Rogue, I'm actually very happy with Rogue. Rogue is, now, because of how Rogues work, it is really strong. You could totally go with Roman and Neo. So, partner in crime, you basically get a second Rogue NPC attached to your character like they're an animal companion. So, partners in crime, rangers, wizards, and druids all get companions. Why not you? You gain a fellow thief to assist you on jobs and in combat. This thief can be an apprentice, a family member, a hired hand, or even a lover. As you and your partner gather power, you both learn to specialize and learn valuable skills. Soon your partner might even surpass you. Squad goals conclave. Fair enough. Partner. At 3rd level, you gain a medium humanoid companion of any race and alignment, or one agreed upon by the GM, that accompanies you on your adventures and fights alongside you. Your relationship can be anything from lovers, friends, rivals, or simply business partners, as determined by you and the GM. See the game statistics and accompanying partner stat block on the next page, which uses your proficiency bonus, PB, in several places. The partner is their own person, but will obey your commands within reason. Yes, Bonnie and Clyde! Okay, fair enough. I think this one I had a lot of mechanics adjusted, but only for balance. Fair enough. Yo, okay. In Pathfinder, they gave an option for rangers to consider their party members their companion rather than an animal companion. Did they? I have no memory of that, and I've been playing Pathfinder for like 10 years. Then again, I never really played a ranger. Yeah, that is something to look into. In combat, the partner shares your initiative count, but takes their turn immediately after yours, unless otherwise stated in a feature of the class. They can move, use their reaction on their own, but the only action they can take on their turn is dodge, unless you take a bonus action on your turn to command them. That action can only be done on a stat block. Even seeing my own update, it's still a lot, because hypothetically... It can't be for sneak attacks, because it says once per round. Or once per turn. Right there. Anyway. So basically, it's an animal... If you've seen Drake Warden for the Rangers, it's a lot like that. So here's the stat block. It's very, very similar. Again, it's very similar to Drake Warden. But... it's just another thing. You just get another rogue to team up with you. They get sneak attack once per turn. So I don't... yeah. Comrade action? Comrade action. Oh, action, reaction... The range... yeah, no. You can potential just... oh, because you can... if they leave really? If they leave combat, you get sneak attack? Like, as a opportunity attack. Is that how that works? You can get sneak attack on opportunity... it still says once per turn, though. Unless they leave combat. Okay, I see it. We can add a thing here, then. What we should do is... they don't get sneak attack on a reaction? Would that be better? I didn't realize you can get sneak attack on a reaction. In Pathfinder, it's just a basic attack. I didn't know you could get it on a reaction. Turn, not round. Yeah, the spirit was once, like, and then it goes around. So, say once per round. Okay, I'll change that. Okay, yeah, we could just change it to once per round, and then that balances it out, right? That's way better. Ah, okay. Just make it proficiency bonus instead of level. Hmm? Okay. Okay. Yeah, yeah. All right, then. We'll change it to round. All right, my mistake. I just misunderstood. No, okay, then. I misunderstood. That is just a misunderstanding of the mechanics, then. Like, so once per turn per your proficiency? So, like, if your proficiency bonus is... Well, like, this... Okay, so Okay, I'm still happy with the class. I will not change it other than making this not so ridiculous. But otherwise, I still think this is fine. Like... Yeah, hold up. Yeah, no. I'm confused. Yeah. I think... Okay, then. Yeah, well, all right. So all we got to do to pro bonus D6 instead of half level. So lower their... I still think they should do, like... You want them to roll, like, you know, dice goblins. They want to roll the fucking dice, right? So I still think letting them roll the sneak attack dice, but... I didn't... It did not even... I did not even fucking consider that they get a reaction. So, or at least they couldn't use their reaction to sneak attack, to opportunity attack. So yeah, that's on me. So I do see the problem now. I understand. But yeah, we'll fix this. We'll fix this. Still, so moving on then. Moving on. All that needs to change is sneak attack needs fixed. I understand this now. Yeah, we can fix this. We can fix this. That's easy. Yeah. So let the rogues roll their fucking math rocks. But yeah, D4 instead of D6? Ooh. Okay, yeah. Yeah, we'll come back to it. Yep. Whenever you gather a partner, choose 2 skills and add your partner stat block from the following list: acrobatics, athletics, deception, blah, 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 blah. These skill bonuses, yeah, so they choose 2 proficiencies. At 9th level, you can specialize your partner to be more effective in combat or whatever. You can add uncanny dodge, evasion, or expertise at the various levels. And at 13th level, your partner can either have their own turn on the initiative order, or they move during your turn, but before you act. And you can add +2 to any of their proficiency scores. Okay. And at 17th level, your partner gains a 3rd level feature of any roguish archetype, except for partner in crime. So, there you go. I think this works. Tell me what you think. Yeah, no, if that... Again, I fucked up. I'm willing to take the L on that. But I still love the flavor of the class. If we... Let's just do some quick playtests. We'll make some rogues. We'll throw them in. Can you give your partner magic items? I can't see why you can't. But I know that... I think you can, but they can only have 1 attunement item. So... Or they use your attunement. Tell me, does Drake Warden... Can you equip them? I would think, like, part of the fun is giving them a magic item. Either they can only attune 1 item, or they use your attunement. Personally, I think making them have... you can make your partner share magic item slots. That could work. Maybe they... Okay, maybe they don't actually get... They can't equip attunement items to, like, 9th level. I think that would work it out. Really? Interesting. All right, cool. Sorcerer, moving on. Got it. Moving on. Sorcerer. So this is straight up stolen from Pathfinder. That I made this class before before we did the before we got to that thing. So oh wow. Okay, yep. All right, cool. Well, anyway. Sorcerer, cross-blooded. In your ancestry, there are 2 sorceress bloodlines that will inherit, and you inherit both of them. A cross-blooded sorcerer will be able to utilize nearly all of their spells and abilities after a long period of time in training. So, in Pathfinder, there is a archetype called cross-blooded where you could choose 2 sorceress origins, and you get both of them, but you take a lot of negatives. So, surprise borrowing. So essentially, yeah, you have 2 parents from 2 different sorceress bloodlines. You have inherited both of them. However, you're not born with all their powers. Upon character creation, choose 2 bloodlines. At first level, you gain upon taking this class, at first level, you gain the first feature of one of these bloodlines, but do not gain the feature of the other. Blah, blah, blah. At 6th level, you gain the 6th level feature of one of your bloodlines and 1st level feature of one of your second bloodline. At 14th level, you gain the 14th level feature of the bloodline. Bloodline spells, you gain access to all the bloodlines that would allow you up to 7th level. These spells do not count as sorcerer spells for you, but don't count against the number of spells that you know. You may not substitute these spells for other spells. If your bloodline does not grant additional spells, you may instead take the 6th level feature of your second bloodline. At 18th level, you gain access to all the bloodline spells of both your sorcerer bloodlines up to 14th level, as well as 6th and 14th level feature of both bloodlines. So it needs work because I did even mention here that if you don't get additional spells, you get bloodline features. And I am currently talking with Kitsu about having a bloodline coming from true love. So this will just be a side note. It will still be in the book, but we are working on a true love child, essentially. That is going to be your sorcerer's origin. Like, either your parents are soulmates and they had you, or, like, your powers get boosted. That subclass is Strunk. What's the cost of using this subclass in comparison to having just one? At 18th level, you only get to 14th level feature of both bloodlines. You don't get your 18th level feature for either of them. I may have missed the memo of being true love and accidentally went to prophecy. Bro, we'll work it out. Kitsu, we're going to work it out, man. It's fine. Again, next week is when I actually have time. Bro, send me what you got. We'll work with it. We'll work with it, man. Yeah, so that's the balance. Is that you don't get the 18th. I love that you like that, Saluna. Thank you. So, new meta magic, Ghost Fire. When you roll damage for a spell, you can spend 1 sorcery point to change the type of damage to deal half fire, half necrotic. You may use Ghost Fire even if you have a different meta magic option during the casting of the spell. So I can have Divine Soul and Shadow Magic. Yeah. Slower progression and capping off earlier. Yep, that is the balance. Correct. You can have both. I would simply not go to 18th level in this subclass. Multi-classing. Well, no, because again, you don't get all the features. But yeah, I see it. I am seeing. You know what? Yeah. No, I still think it works, even if you multi-class. So what? I mean, 5e. There's people already breaking the game with stuff in the book, and I'm just gonna. It's fine. I'm fine with it. We'll make it. We'll work out other balancing things, but otherwise, I'm still happy with the flavor. Oh, I know that, but I meant like multi-classing. Yeah, never mind. Lock it in says hi. Yeah, exactly. So, Warlock. This one, if you go to Sorcerer 6, you can just get an extra first level feature. You don't learn your spells until 14th level, though. Yeah, you don't get your spells until 14th level. Yep. So, anyway. Pact of the Sugar Bommy. Yes, so, it's funny because people have been debating who's the Warlock here, and my proudest edits. All right, I'll look at this. Let me go to a fair patron. Consider swapping the name to Confident. Okay, fair enough. But I don't like that. I still like the affair. I still think it's funny. But we'll come back to it. Plus, affair doesn't need to be sexual. If I am conducting business in a foreign country, that is foreign affairs. Still works. Recommend including variant role to take another subclass for warlocks, a cleric subclass. Yes, I do like that. Soft rework to spending, adding one pack slot, one missing spell slot. Got it. Okay. I don't like... Being recommended once per... Okay. I'm going to read what I got, and then we can come back later. I will never not laugh at the affair. Affair implies infidelity, for sure. I'm kind of with the name for Warlock. You can have an emotional affair. You can. God, you can. But yeah. Anyway, so the affair... Here's what I have written. I'll come back to Kitsu's suggestions, but I am... At the theory craft level, I'm happy with it, but I do agree it needs rework. So I will handshake on that one. So... The affair. You have gotten into a romantic entanglement with a god of some sort. This entanglement is personal and intimate by nature. The god is less your patron and more of a lover trying to win your affection with gifts. Divine entanglement. Starting at first level, you begin a romantic relationship with a god. Although the god may attempting to keep the relationship a secret, pretty much every divine or profane being is made aware of it. You gain advantage on Charisma Intimidate and Charisma Persuasion checks made against fiend and celestial creatures. I think that's very funny. I'm happy with it. I will not change that. Golden apples. So this one was tricky to balance. And also, I do agree with Kitsune. I should change this to once per day and change it slightly. Starting at first level, the Warlock can spend an evening with their patron once per day. This evening lasts a minimum of 8 hours. In this time, the Warlock is considered to have taken a long rest. This evening must be spent in a location that can guarantee the god and the Warlock's safety, privacy, and comfort, such as a private room at an inn, a house, or the use of a spell such as Tiny Hut. Tiny Hut. A cave, campsite, or otherwise public space will not do, and the deity will not appear. Opening up to gods, archfey, and fiends? Maybe. Not opposed to that. After the long rest, the Warlock is given a golden apple. A golden apple may be eaten over a period of 1 minute. When it is consumed, the creature who ate the apple is gain the benefit of a short rest. Now, Kitsu suggested instead of that, you gain back a pack slot or given to an ally to restore one missing spell slot at their highest level at a max of 5. I'm okay with that. I am totally okay with changing it to once per day, and instead of short rest, it gives you back that. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm good with that. I'm good with changing that mechanically. But I still insist that golden apples gain that benefit. Like, gain a re-spell benefit. At 6th level... Oh, this one was... I also consider... Yeah, no, you didn't... I like this one a lot. Divine Comedy. At 6th level, your patron finds misfortune that comes... Sorry. At 6th level, your patron finds misfortune that comes to you as both hilarious and endearing. When you roll a natural 1 on an attack roll or saving throw, you may treat it as a natural 20 instead. However, for your next roll suffers disadvantage, and you may not use this feature again until after a long rest. Can you sell golden apples for 50 GP each? You do not want to sell these golden apples. I low-key love the idea. Ooh, okay. You may have just convinced me. You may have just convinced me with that comment. I'm not joking. Fair enough. Divine Protection. At 10th level, your patron grants you protection from their element. You gain resistance from one of the following energy types: cold, fire, lightning, necrotic, or radiant, whichever is most appropriate for your patron. Pretty standard. Divine Intervention. At 14th level, you can call on your patron to intervene on your behalf. This is the cleric spell. Describe the assistant that you seek and roll percentile dice. If you roll a number equal to or less than twice your warlock level, plus twice the number of golden apples you possessed, your patron intervenes. The GM chooses the nature, blah, blah, blah. I'd recommend rewording the class so that the patron is a powerful and outsider, not required to be a god. I also suggest the location to be appropriate to the deity. I think instead of it being appropriate to the well, okay, now that Don't mess with that warlock. That's Doom Guy's boyfriend, girlfriend. I'm willing to rework the flavor a bit. And I do like the idea that if you're, say, a fairy, like if your god or patron is like a great fairy, in the middle of the woods, not exactly inappropriate. I do see that. Gods can do woods, but not cities. Yeah. Okay, I'm seeing it now. I am seeing it now. Okay, I am seeing it. Yeah, no, I'm seeing. I am seeing the appeal. But I don't know. I do like. Let's come back to it. Let's come back to it. I'll think about it later. This one, the Pact of the Ring. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not interested in talking about it right now. Fey patron. Yeah. Okay. We'll come back to it. Cleric light, basically. Yeah, we'll come back to it. Next one, Love Mage. Love Mage. Okay, so Love Mage is straight up the hand-holding sex mage. I based it off of if you actually unironically, if you read the book of erotic fantasy, there's a lot of cool ideas in that book, and I straight up borrowed it. I took a lot of features and I put it into the Love Mage. Yep. So, Love Mage, in nearly every culture in history, mentions the mystical powers that can be gained through the powers of love. A Love Mage utilizes and understands these powers. Some may choose to express this physically, while others invest emotionally. Now, again, I designed it with the intention of it being, like, lewd. It does not have to be lewd. The way I have worded it, at 2nd level, you've learned about what the power of love and companionship. Whenever you take a short rest while in the arms of another person, meaning you don't have to have sex, you regain a number of spell slots equal to your wizard level. You cannot use this feature again until after you've taken a long rest with the company of another person. I kind of love tattoo spells, and I wish it weren't class specific, but yeah. So, I think Power of Love, when you perform Tie this to part of your arcane recovery. Yeah, I know that arcane recovery already lets you do this. Sure, we could just... Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. So, eye contact and breathing the same air. Yeah, but hand-holding is the ultimate lewd act. So yeah, it doesn't need to be sexual, but yeah. Tattooed spells. Starting at 2nd level, you may scribe spells onto your body rather than storing them inside a spellbook. Scribing these spells cost half as much as scribing in a spellbook, or are free if you already have them in your spellbook, and you no longer need the spellbook to recall or regain spell slots that you tattoo on yourself. Each of your body can hold a number of spells on them. Fair enough. Yep. If you lose that part of your body, and assuming you don't die, spells and potential spells are lost forever unless that portion of the body can be renewed through some means. If a spell that was previously known was lost to you and you want to replace it, you will need to spend the same material cost and another copy or another tutor of that spell. So, yeah, tattoo mages. It's pretty common. What if the person has no arms? Then they don't get to use it. That is unfortunate. Like, ooh, okay. I realize what territory we're stepping into. Give me a second. So I realize we are entering the prosthetic part of the discussion. Yep. Yep, I think that's fine if you have a magical prosthetic. So long as it is, I would say... Yeah. I think if you have a prosthetic, you can attach it to that. And we're going to leave that alone, because I realize what we're stepping into. Thank you for bringing it up. I will add text to... Kitsu, please remind me to add text for that. Yep. Good point. Good point. That's a better point than I thought. Yeah, I like that. Thank you for bringing it up. Hurts so good. Upon reaching 6th level, whenever you take a long rest, you and your partner can damage each other in some way. Both you and your partner engrave them. Yeah. Both you and your partner deal 1d4 untyped damage to each other. These hit points are lost until your next long rest and not can be restored through healing or other means. You and your partner gain 1 AC until your next long rest. After 14th level, this AC bonus increases to +2. Pretty straightforward. Post-rest clarity upon... Yeah. Yeah. It's modern Twitter D&D. We got to add a line of text that says it, or else we're going to get unnecessary complaints. And while I don't necessarily feel the need to coddle Twitter, I do want to avoid unnecessary complaints if a single line of text can fix it. I'm fine with that. It doesn't take away from the spirit of the class at all. Cultists from the Corruption of Champion 1 and 2 are literally this class. Absolutely. And that was on purpose. Post-rest clarity. I thought that was funny. Upon reaching 10th level after taking a long rest with another person, your thoughts and feelings are clear and focused. You gain advantage on intelligence and wisdom saving throws a number of times equal to your intelligence modifier until you take a long rest. I believe that was changed to proficiency bonus. I'm cool with that. Aftercare. Yep. Can you tattoo Lamia tails? That's part of your leg. That's part of your leg. If you have no legs and instead have a Lamia tail, you could put 18 or 16 spells on it. Swear to God. Chat. At 14th level after a battle, you may treat your friends and allies to some quick first aid. After combat, you may treat their injuries up to a number of creatures other than your self equal to your intelligence mod. This treatment lasts for 1 minute. Those creatures gain the benefit of... And I'm trying to remember... rework to be rolled healing. Yeah, we'll do re-roll healing. It's not Twitter, it's for you. It takes a little effort to make someone happy. Would you lose the spells from a Lamia if you shed that skin that the tattoo was on? Yeah, that's a good... You know what? We should just put... You can store 8, 16, 24, 29, 39, 44. You can store 44 spells. Tattoos go under your skin, but yeah. I would say they don't come off after shedding. I am like I'm acting annoyed, but that's mostly because I've been streaming and I've been on my feet for about 3 hours, so I'm not mad. These are good questions. It's just like, yeah, I guess I should probably do something with that. Con plus int, that's a good one. Yeah. Avoid in your partner's arms for in contact with a partner. I do think it needs to say in physical contact with a partner. And we can change... We could just change the number of tattoos to be, like, based on your level. You know what? Like, two spells per level. That actually makes it really easy. 2 spells per level. Yep. Works for me. It does... Yeah, okay. How behind is chat? Dear God. You guys are like a minute behind. This is insane. You can add more, but if you nat one, you might blow up. That's a funny idea. Yeah, how far behind? Okay. Okay, then this is the Pathfinder Prestige class. I know most of you... I really like the battle skirt you're talking about. No! Don't even. The battle skirt was years ago. Okay. Okay, cool. Moving on. Waifu. This is the prestige class. Cool. So with it, the requirements for the waifu prestige class, basically the idea is that you get a partner. It can be a PC or you can get an NPC. In Pathfinder, there is a feat called leadership where you basically start forming an army or like a set of cohorts. This will basically rebalance that so that it's a really good, like, you can either get one really good cohort that will be your spouse, or you could treat another player as your partner. So, at the requirements, you need to be 5th level. You need to have the betrothed feat, which is a feat in the class, and you must conduct a ceremony that costs at least 1,000 gold pieces. That may be too much, but I personally don't think so. At 1st level, in this prestige class, you get just married. You gain a loyal and loving spouse as a cohort as if you had the leadership feat. Your leadership score is not affected by having a familiar special mount or animal companion, and your spouse is not limited to having 2 or more levels below yourself. Your spouse can be another player character. If that is the case, you instead gain a bonus waifu virtue. If your NPC spouse gains a level in waifus, they do not gain the bonus waifu virtue. Your betrothed feat is instead replaced by tying the knot. Yeah. If your spouse dies or you divorce, you still keep the waifu features, but you do not have a cohort or a bonded spouse anymore. You may remarry at the cost of another ceremony and the creation of another set of wedding vows. Wedding vows. You and your spouse swear a code of conduct to each other as if you are both oath-bound paladins. You and your spouse swear to 2 different oaths. So long as you both follow this code of conduct, you gain all the benefits of the waifu prestige class. See examples of this oath on the following page. Waifu virtue. Starting at first level, you gain a number of benefits as a waifu, so long as you honor your wedding vows. You may select additional waifu virtue every other level. A waifu cannot select an individual virtue more than once unless stated otherwise. Waifu virtues are listed on the following page. Ooh, thank you, Behemoth. That is admittedly the part that I'm having a hard time with. We'll get it. We'll get it, man. Wedding vows. You and your spouse choose 2 different codes of conduct. While following these codes of conduct, you gain all the benefits of the waifu prestige class. So share in all wealth, never engage in romantic or sexual, blah, blah, blah. Care for your children, care for your spouse. Basically, worship. Like, these are flexible. This is kind of flavor text. But if you or your spouse willingly break any of these vows, the offending party loses any waifu class benefit. In order to regain the benefits of the waifu class, the person who broke the vow must go on a quest assigned by the other party or be the target of the atonement spells. I knew what you meant. I knew what you meant, dude. Turning Coffee Lock into Apple Lock. So, here are the waifu virtues. Remember, this is Pathfinder. So, amazing cook. You gain a bonus to cooking meals equal to half your waifu level, minimum 1. Every meal you cook for your spouse is treated as their favorite meal. In Chapter 4 of the book, meals are very, very powerful, and there is a bonus effect called favorite meal that goes on top of the other benefits. Giving them the favorite meal, regardless of what meal they cook, is very, very strong. Domestic waifu. You may use your charisma modifier instead of the normal ability score for the following skills. Appraise, craft, knowledge, profession, and survival. This is a charisma-ish class, but there is a feature later that lets you replace charisma with something else. Dreamwork. You and your spouse permanently gain a teamwork feat you both qualify for. This is very, very strong because it basically uses 1 feat to grant a teamwork feat, which requires 2. That's very, very good, but yeah. Promise rings. You and your spouse each obtain a single magic ring. The value of these rings are equal to 5,000 per waifu level you possess. The effects of those items are decided when taking this virtue and cannot be changed unless taking the renewing vows virtue. You do not need to have any of the item creation feats in order to change the enchantments of the ring during the ceremony. These rings are bound to your wedding vows and lose enchantment if either you or your spouse break your vows, divorce, or die. Every meal is their favorite meal. That's OP. Well, that's the idea. Again, you only get 5 waifu virtues or 6 if you're a PC marrying a PC. So you only get 5 of these, like 6 at most. So if you want to devote your character to cooking, like that's a big investment. So yeah, every meal being their favorite meal should be powerful. Hell yeah. Family pet. This is for if you're a ranger or druid. You gain an animal companion as if you were a druid equal to your waifu level. If you already have an animal companion, you may increase your effective druid level by your waifu level. If your effective druid level cannot exceed your character level. So that's pretty standard. It's a very customizable class. Basically, the idea of this prestige class is that anyone can grab it at any level past 5. So even if you're a fighter, you still gain the benefits of it. Even if you're a spellcaster or a druid or whatever, you still gain the benefit of it. You don't lose features by becoming a waifu. That has always been the flavor of the prestige class. Hand-holding. While you are within 5 feet of your spouse and you roll initiative, you may treat their initiative as if your roll as your own or vice versa. Once per day, if your spouse or you come under the effect of a spell or an ability in which you need to roll a saving throw, both of you roll. Both of you then take the higher result. If the character who has the higher result has an ability such as evasion, you may both gain the benefit of that ability. This is strong, but not. It might actually be a little weak because you need to be 5 feet from your partner. Hell hath no fury. Your levels of waifu stack with either levels of Barbarian or Blood Rager. Choose one. For the purpose of gaining rage powers and rounds of rage per day, you must have levels in Barbarian or Blood Rager in order to take this virtue. Pretty standard. Holy Waifu, your levels of waifu stack with your levels of cleric for the purpose of determining your channel energy and domain abilities. This one I thought was really funny. Honeymoon never ended. While under the effects of Lover's Embrace, which is a standard ability that comes with the class. I'll explain it later. While under the effects of Lover's Embrace, you and your spouse gain Diplomacy, Escape Artist, Perform, Ride, and Sleight of Hand equal to half your waifu level. You must have Lover's Embrace in order to take this feature. So, use your imagination with that one. Less is more, so long as you are not wearing armor heavier than light. Your spouse gains bonuses to all saving throws equal to your charisma modifier. We all know what that one's about. Local gossip. You can add... This actually makes sorcerers really strong. And sorcerers specifically. Local gossip. You add half your waifu levels to all knowledge skill checks that you have skill ranks in. Let's see. Hey, Evelyn. Magic waifu. You gain the benefits of prestigious spellcaster. The bonuses granted can be used for a psionic class that can be taken multiple times. So, if you don't know in Pathfinder, I may incorporate that into the 5e because it's funny. Hell yeah. Awful wording on honeymoon. So, when it comes to Pathfinder and spellcasters, if you take a prestige class, you may not gain your spells. So that's what they added this for. There are blanks in here because it's a hybrid prestige class. This magic waifu lets you still gain spell levels. Musical waifu. Your levels of waifu stack with your levels of bard for the purpose of determining your bardic performance ability. Neither seen nor heard. We had Ara energy for charisma AC, but the less is more. What's going on? I'm going over my waifu handbook, buddy. I don't know if you know, but I have a Kickstarter going on right now, and that Kickstarter is doing very well. I'm just showing people what's in the book. Let's see. Neither seen nor heard. This was added for me because I thought my own wife thought this was hilarious. You may add your charisma modifier to your stealth and sleight of hand skill checks. You can move an additional 5 feet while stealth. Just Pathfinder 1. Let's see. Perfect Harmony. Whenever you or your spouse use the aid another action to assist the other skill check, it is +4 instead of +2. Renewing Vows. You and your spouse may hold another wedding ceremony at the cost of 100 gold pieces per waifu level you possess. This ceremony can act as an atonement spell if your wedding vows are broken. This ceremony gives you one of the benefits of Sacred Vows that you have not selected, which lasts for 1 year. You must have Sacred Vow virtue in order to choose this one. Sacred Vows. You and your spouse add a third vow to your list of wedding vows. As a sign of your dedication, you and your spouse gain any of the one following bonuses as a sacred bonus. Sacred bonuses are very, very rare in Pathfinder 1st Edition. So that's why we use that one. +2 bonus to initiative, on any saving throw, on a single attribute, or any skill check. Shared brain cells. This one might actually need to be put in the Mythic path, because this one is actually really strong. You and your spouse may combine and share your PowerPoint pool. You must have the True Love Waifu ability in order to take this. True Love you get at... True Love you get at 6th level, which means you need to be a minimum of 11th level in order to take that. Actually, 12th level. Shared brain cells makes me happy. I'm glad you like it. Probably could be translated into a rare archetype for the equivalent. Yeah, it will be. It will be. Shared hobbies. You and your spouse each select one skill, and at least one of you have ranks in. It's considered a class skill for both of you. Yeah, and while... Oh, my gosh. You still cannot... while you are under the effects of Lover's Embrace, you gain a bonus... Okay, yeah. Me and my partner are very much passing the one brain cell. Fair enough. Skilled waifu. Your skill ranks per waifu level increase to 6 plus your int modifier instead of 4 plus your int modifier. And if you already have levels in rogue, you may gain a rogue talent. That one's really strong as well. But it is what it is. That's why I love you. You may substitute any waifu ability or virtue that provides a charisma modifier bonus with a different ability modifier bonus of your choice. This lets you replace all the things that say charisma modifier with, like, say, strength or con or whatever. The idea behind this is, like, your spouse loves that you're strong. So instead of relying on charisma, you can have your strength instead. So it takes a bit of investment. You need to invest 2 waifu virtues into it, but it does allow you to do that. Tsundere, you gain a bonus to bluff equal to half your waifu level and gain improved feint as a bonus feat, even if you do not meet the requirements. That is also very strong, but you have to invest so much, it's fine. Waifu Fatale, your sneak attack damage increases by 1d6, and basically, yeah. Stuart, when it's time to stream, no, Alex, it's my turn to use the brain cell. So this increases your sneak attack damage. You can't increase it by more than, I think, half your level. Waifu Smite. Once per day, you may use Waifu Smite. This ability functions as a Paladin Smite evil ability, but against creatures that threaten to harm your spouse, treating your Waifu level as your Paladin level. This ability is twice as effective against targets who successfully harm your spouse. You may use this ability to add additional number of times per day, per every 4 Waifu levels. Someone asked, I know this is, what happened to all the PTU campaigns? PTU campaign got moved to the Loading 2. That is our gaming channel. Where's the pants? You gain +1 to your base attack bonus. That's strong, but honestly not outrageous. Because, first level in this class, you don't get a base attack bonus. This just makes melee waifus a little bit better. Yandere, you can choose to gain a ranger's favorite enemy bonus against a single creature who harms or talks to your spouse. You can choose an additional creature and increase the bonus by +2 for every 5 waifu levels you have. You can no longer treat a creature as a favorite enemy as a free action. Oh, right. These as well. The ability to substitute attributes, fun fact, is a niche rule under optional rules. Example, strength modifier for intimidation checks. Right, but this does give you a hard rule for it if your GM is being a turd. Plus, it does directly correlate to the waifu class. So you can choose to ignore this one if you want to change charisma to something else. But personally, I think we could change, like, I could talk to another Pathfinder guy, but I do think it should be based on charisma. But you can change it to a different one. I'll talk to them about changing it to a different one, like just making it universal. Yep. Can't relate. All right, couple banter. You and your spouse share inside jokes, secret codes, and messages that only you two understand. This code is treated as a secret language only known to you two. You may teach this secret code to any children that you have or adopt, or a cohort, or a number of close friends equal to your charisma modifier. Couples banter can be spoken in any language you and your spouse share. So it's like thieves can't, but only between couples. Thank you. I like this one a lot. I think it's cute. I think it's just a fun idea. And couple banter is just one of the cutest things that couples can do. Sorry, bro. We don't have to include those. Yeah, you know what? Let's come back to... Yeah, I'll need to come back to that later, aren't I? Lover's Embrace. So long as you and your spouse rest 8 hours together, both you gain temporary HP equal to 1d10 plus 1 per life level, plus your charisma modifier, minimum 1. So basically, when you sleep, you snuggle. That's it. True Love. You and your spouse truly understand each other and gain a deeper bond. Good point, AAA. Good point. And in writing. Okay, yep. Okay. True love, you and your spouse truly understand each other and gain a deeper bond. If you or your spouse are under any unwanted mind-affecting effect, the non-affected person can spend a full round action to have the affected person roll a saving throw with a bonus equal to your waifu level, rolling twice and taking the greater result. If the mind-affected person succeeds the saving throw, they are immune to that spell's effect for 24 hours. Your leadership score for your spouse is always considered to be of great renown. So, this is that if you're being... Is Thieves' Cant a thing in Pathfinder? I believe it is. Oh no, they removed it. What the fuck? Huh. Interesting. Well, we're adding it back in. Whatever. It's couples banter now. I swear to God it was a thing. No, it's not. It really isn't. Yep. Yep. All right, cool. So, yeah, true love is this, yeah, the I know you're in there trope, like you wouldn't do this, like, you know, that sort of thing. Yeah, we're fine. So, there we go. You and your spouse truly understand each other, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so you can free them of mind control and charms and whatnot. Basically enchantments. Yeah, that's fine. Happy waifu, happy laifu. So long as your spouse is at full hit points, you gain a bonus to all skill checks equal to half your waifu level. So long as you have full hit points, your spouse gains a bonus to skill checks equal to half your waifu level. I should probably also put a thing here. Should this stack with all the other waifu virtues? It probably should. If anything, I would actually even replace this. I'm not happy with this. This could be replaced. Yeah, that probably needs replaced, if I'm being honest. I still like it as if your spouse is at full H points, you get a benefit. But skill checks are becoming kind of like, on this one. Then again, Pathfinder stopped caring about the authenticity of skill checks once they made the Empyrean. So, or the Empiricist. So yeah. Soulmate, you and your spouse's love is so pure and so true that nothing can keep you apart. You are no longer bound by your wedding vows and gain the bonus from sacred vows at all times, if you took that waifu virtue. You also can sense where your spouse is at all times, regardless of distance, plane of existence, or state of being, alive, dead, or undeath. Once per month, you or your spouse can cast True Resurrection without material cast, so long as it is used to bring one of you back from the dead or undeath. We can translate that to once every 30 days. No. I will say all skill checks, in terms of Pathfinder First Edition, initiative is its own thing. You're thinking Second Edition skill checks that apply to initiative? That is not a thing in First. And I'm going to be honest, I am not going to try to explain Second Edition, because that's really not my game. I have admittedly played that more than 5e, but I understand it way less than 5e. So I am not going to talk about that one. I'll have Josh Scorcher on one day to help me explain that one. Josh Scorcher is the one who came up with all the Pathfinder 2nd Edition stuff. But it does seem pretty solid, and there's a lot of features there that you can take. I also have the Betrothed and Tied the Knot features. Real quick reading those. Betrothed. You and another character are betrothed and promise to be married. For the next 7 days... This is a 5e feat. For the next 7 days, you and the other PC gain +1 AC bonus while you're within 30 feet of each other. This 7-day duration is refreshed if you and the other character grant each other gifts that are worth at least 10 gold pieces. Yeah. If you and your betrothed are within 10 feet of each other and are affected by a spell or ability that requires a dexterity saving throw, the character who rolled the higher dice may roll their reaction to change the saving throw of the other. If at any time your betrothed becomes married due to the ceremony spell, this feat is upgraded to Tied the Knot. Yep. Tied the Knot, this feat... No, it's not a skill check, it's an ability check. So it would not count towards skill checks. Yeah, it would not count towards initiative. Just double checking. Yep, no, you're fine. Yep, no, we're fine. What if they get married to somebody else? Oh. That is a very, very good point. I hadn't considered that. Well, I'll have to think about that later, but no, that's a good point. So Tied the Knot, this feat functions exactly like Betrothed, except the AC bonus is increased to +2, and you are considered marriage partners. This bonus does not stack with the ceremony spell, or the just married background feature. Ooh, the feat is upgraded to Scorned Lover, like the Oath. I like that. We're gonna come back to Happy Waifu, Happy Life Through. I think so long as they have full hit points, I think they should just get improved initiative. That might just be better. Yep. So instead of betrothed, it could go up to like heartbroken or something. I do like the idea of this feat upgrading based on the marriage of whatever happens. So like if you get your heart broken, you go to the heartbroken feature and you get like +1 to attack or something. Maybe even +1 to damage rolls. Like, but you like lose AC or something. That'd be really cool. That would be so cool. Yeah, no, that's cool. I like that a lot. So the AC bonus lasts for 1 year and may refresh with gifts at least 10 GP, blah, 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 blah. Or an equally thoughtful gesture as determined between the player and the GM. If you or your marriage partner within 10 feet of each other and are affected by a spell or ability that requires a dexterity saving throw, you gain advantage. If one of them has evasion or something like that, you gain the benefits of that. Yeah, no, I like the idea of betrothed upgrading. Yeah. That would be so cool. Yeah, that's sick. That's so fucking sick. I love it. Thank you, Frozen, for that idea. That's sick. And then basically in Pathfinder 1E, same thing happens. Same thing. But yeah, that's all the classes. Give me your honest thoughts. What's your favorite class? What do you think needs reworked? I am fully aware that Ranger is bad, and I need to change that. We'll get back to that later. I like how the 5e has been designed to avoid eating too many ASI slots. Well, the thing is, like, yeah, the 5e, when it comes to 5e, you only get, like, what, 5 feats ever? So they have to be really strong, and investing 2 feats into something sucks. It's really bad. Like, so yeah, give me all your thoughts. The VOD will be up, and since I'm playing Peli K, it should be good to go. I'm a fan of the wizard. Warlock and Paladin are probably my favorites, ignoring my past with Cross-Blooded. I just want to say I really, really like the overarching concept of things of marriage and tactics. For if any of your classes other than Rogue or Ranger. Yeah, Kitsu, can you rewrite that whole thing? I'm sorry, a little lost on that one. Love Mage for Wizard honestly sounds fun. Rogue or okay. I'm sad I missed so much, but my partner randomly appeared. Listen, I am the last person on Earth that will get mad at you for spending time with your significant other. I rolled a whole fucking RPG book stating, like, powers of love. I ain't gonna judge you, dude. It's fine. The VOD is available. If you can fix the bow cleric, that's my favorite. Okay. But I really like the idea of the consortium druid. It just needs elbow grease. I also agree. On first thought, I thought this was bad. But then as I started reading it out to you guys and you started assuring me, I'm feeling pretty confident with it. This partner is for Kickstarter. This Kickstarter is for partner shenanigans. So thank you so much. I think during this time we actually got some backers. Let me read. Thank you so much. Oh wow! Someone pledged 100 for both copies. 20 minutes ago, someone got the hardcover. 23 minutes ago, someone got the. Wow, we're doing really well. We're almost at 73,000 today. Going to have a feature that if you miss a game session because your waifu wants to go to a show. All right. This was fun, you guys. Next week, we're going to go over cooking. And then the final week, we'll talk about the NPCs and any final thoughts. I think the next week, so next week, 7 days, that'll mean, yeah. So next week is going to be cooking. So we'll talk about that then. And we'll also go over the backgrounds. No, Leviathan, like, I appreciate if you, again, if you cannot pledge, share this everywhere. I'm so serious. Like, I'm at the point where I no longer feel bad. Spam this where the fuck ever. Because, like, I'm watching, yeah, you know, I am so bad at self-promoting that I kind of hope other people would share it for me. Like, oh, share it on Reddit, share it on, especially Reddit, share it in Facebook, RPG groups, whatever. Please get the word out, because I am bad at it. I don't like self-promoting. So I would hope that you guys could help me with that. Shoving rant about cooking utensils under the rug. We'll get it. We'll get it. Definitely pass along, don't worry. If someone's good at Reddit, please help me promote it there, because I know, like, if you make the front page of Reddit, you pretty much are a millionaire. Like, I don't need to be a millionaire, but, you know, it'd be nice. What a way to... I'm sure there's a better way to phrase that. You guys know what I mean. Thank you so much. I do know several of my friends who are big name D&D people are willing to promote it. Yeah, everyone seems to think that this book was lewd. When I started posting the book in places, everyone thought it was, like, dirty. Like this is a dirty sex book. And it actually got reported on Facebook. Do you have an official Reddit account? I think I do. Let me try to log in. Yeah, if I log in with Google, I have a Reddit account. Do I? Maybe I don't. What the fuck is my name? Okay, code. What the fuck? Okay, I guess I don't have one. Yeah, I don't have a Reddit. Oops. Oh, hey, no, you're fine, dude. You're fine. By the way, I hope I didn't snap at anyone on stream. Did I? If I did, I sincerely apologize. I like getting lots of feedback. Feedback is important. And I was a teacher. Here's the thing. I was a teacher for 5 years too. Nothing will tear your heart out harder than, like, the actual becoming a teacher process. They are fucking at least in Ohio. When I became a teacher in Ohio, they were fucking brutal. Oh, they were so mean and so nasty. Like, they actively did not want you to become a teacher. So I'm used to taking very harsh criticism. It's fine. I'm a big boy. I just say don't rip on people who enjoy stuff like this. That's my only, like, trigger point, I guess. That's my only point where I get mad. That's my 0 to 100. Don't make fun of people for liking things. So yeah, the book is available in the Discord. Be sure to pick it up, make notes. Also, if someone could help me test, especially partners in crime, I didn't realize the problems that were coming with that one. Is there a punchy martial arts one? Yes, there is a subclass for every single class in the game. Anyway, I'm going to go, guys. I'm going to probably do some laundry or put we got a new Daki Makara shipment in. I'm probably going to go put those away. And yeah, thank you all so much. This was a ton of fun. We've been streaming for 3.5 hours. I'm going. Bye-bye, everybody. Thank you so much.